You can still thank her.
Yeah, I can. Oh,
She's right there.
I mean, it's almost like I'm in call or something.
Yeah. We're gonna move that vaguely over there. Or this.
Somewhere.
Hopefully it's not over much. Alright. Cool. Alright, we're here. So everybody welcome to the geez, I just jumped from 1 to 10 viewers. Alright, cool. I guess everybody likes me doing D&D. Alright, so welcome everyone to the Cozy Tato Extra Life D&D session starring the Cozy Tato raid team that I raid with. I will be your host today, Lusha the Panic Bird. For those who are watching this on YouTube and haven't seen me the first time, hi, I'm Lusha the Panic Bird. I do streaming. I typically do Final Fantasy XIV and Dark Souls content, but we're going to be adding a bit more to it, more games that I enjoy and stuff like that. So I'm typically a variety streamer, but those are my focal points. I am joined today by my lovely raid team, and we'll be going through introducing their characters after I set up the background. So let's get started.
It only took a year and a half, people.
Kenda, shh. No one needs to know.
Look, I'm just happy to get here. So, this is kind of, you guys already heard the elevator pitch, but for those who haven't, this is the introduction. So, the Age of Light is ending. It started small. Days just seem to get a bit smaller. Clouds seem to linger a little bit longer. Nights take just that little bit more time to give way to the sun. That has changed. These days, endless rain falls across the lands. People fall prey to despair, loneliness, and death. Nightmares, long forgotten, roam the plains. Phobias turned into abomination as the Age of Darkness takes root in the world. Nations have fractured and fallen to city-states that work desperately to keep their people safe and keep hope alive. To combat the darkness, people have been reforged by fire and light of the goddess. These are the branded. They come from many places, some good, some chaotic, some evil, some lawful, but all strive to help in this new age of darkness. You, my party, are such heroes. Whoever or wherever you were before matters not, for you were found and brought together by Lady Olean Sparks to help combat the darkness. Lady Olean was the branded leader of Cesrin, a wise gnomish woman who brought happiness and security to the Twin City. On good terms with the druids of the Grove who helped give food and shelter to the farmers, as well as King Einar and his queen, who helps provide troops and soldiers to keep the city safe from monsters. Lady Olean had spearheaded moves to secure Cesrin and its surrounding villages, allowing its people to grow and thrive. Many of the King's Guard and Knights of the Royal's blood respected her, and by extension you, through her actions. By working hard with her, you guys have brought peace and security to this realm. Tragically, her light has faded, snuffed out by the terror of the Vowood. You were there when she fell. You brought her back. Her funeral was little more than a year ago. Since then, the king has closed his walls, half the city cut off from everyone. The druids, while still cordial, focus mainly on the forests and the farmlands. The Knights of the Royal Blood, adventurers on scale with the branded, have since left for other bases. Growing threats, worshipping cults, undead husks, beasts of shadow, grow and thrive. The new leader of the branded, Rena of Agatha, has called you all together in the hopes of trying to help settle at least some of the woes in the city. Some 100, maybe even more people have seemingly gone missing in the last 2 months, and people from both sides of the Twin City have grown restless and worried. It is from here that we make our first move. I will be dragging you guys to this map. So, for introductions, this is Rena of Agatha. She is the current leader of the branded and more or less your guys' captain as far as like military is concerned. This is Saris Sparks. She is the former / orphan daughter of Ollie and Sparks. She's been adopted, but has since become part of the branded, has taken on the branding and carries on her mother's sword as part of that legacy. I'm going to start from the top. So, Kenda, can you introduce us to your character?
I am playing Fairy Goldmane, a halfling paladin with long brown hair and armor that definitely is probably too heavy, but she doesn't care.
All right. Sounds good. Lindsay, do you mind introducing your character next?
Name's Knaz. I have a bow and I kill people sometimes. I'm a gnome.
All right. Good. Sherm, you're in chat now, so you're up next.
Me? Name Itra Nugnog. Nugnog clan. Best clan. Itra have magic. Magic given by pretty lady. Pretty lady is nice. Magic is cool.
What's the name of the pretty lady?
Titania? Titania. That was her name. Yes.
All right. Next up, Kojin, can you introduce your character?
Excuse me. Me Skrag, me hit very hard. Me angry.
Awesome. Bongos, do you want to give your character's introduction a go?
Sure. I'm Orom. I am a half-orc ranger, and now wondering what the hell I just got myself into.
Lots of shorties. You are the second tallest person in the group, and you're starting to think maybe the most normal.
Probably.
Last and most certainly not least, Octave, can you introduce your character?
Hello, I am Thrim. I am a druid studying the stars, and many of you seem so small, not only from their heights, but from mine.
Can we talk about the elephant in the room here, please?
The literal elephant in the room. We're not even figurative here. Octave was the first character to tell me what race he was playing, and he's like, "Can I play a Loxodon?" And I'm like, "Well, yes." All right, we're setting the standard here.
No arguments there.
You all are brought here by Rena as different members with skills and traits needed for this venture. All of you have met or worked with each other before, and so no introductions are needed amongst the group. And you've all learned to trust each other at some sort of level. Here and now, Rena brings you all together. My fellow branded, it is difficult, I know, in these trying times. We work hard. We continue to push through, trying to get anything and everything we can to keep the people of Saffron safe. You all struggle and share in these difficulties, and I need your strength now more than ever in order to help combat the woes of our people. She takes a sip of her coffee, and then she pulls out a map of the city, which unfortunately I do not have, but so you'll have to use theater of the mind a bit for this. Recently, a string of people from both sides of the Twin City have been taken. We are unsure of who has been taking them. The kidnappings don't seem to be hostile in nature, and so I'm sending you all out to investigate in order to try and uncover the darkness in our midst and bring it to light. You have permission to try to use whatever means you can to discover and apprehend. However, you may not kill civilians.
Oh.
Didn't plan on it.
Yeah. Unavoidable collateral.
Rena stares specifically at Knaz. I said no killing civilians.
Okay, but like, so if I accidentally hit an exploding lamp and it falls on some people, you know what? You're right. I would never hit something accidentally. Moving on.
She rubs her head and she's like, "Yes, we are moving on." I trust that some of you will be able to be more diplomatic than others, and for those situations that can't be diplomacy or conveniently talked through, the
go
rest of
boom,
you are
boom.
here.
We go smash, smash. There, I like that one already.
Can we save those as absolute last resort? Though, you do have my permission to blow things up if I give the signal of boom.
Okay. Yes. Yes.
Saris pipes up from the corner. On some more troubling news, think of this more as a secondary quest, not part of your primary, but it seems somebody has recently violated the tomb of Lady Olean, and her corpse is missing. You see Saris struggle.
That's not nice thing. That not nice
Excuse
at all.
me while I string my bow.
Yeah. You see Saris kind of tear up a bit. If you find any sort of whereabouts or understand or any sort of clues to what could happen, please bring that information back here so we can try to return her to her resting place.
You know I have to ask. If we find the fucker who did it, can we also bring you their head?
Rena pauses for a moment and goes, "Yes, I have my permission to do that."
Fuck yeah!
This is how it becomes the main quest. Just wants to cut off their head.
She then pulls up 3 pieces of paper for you guys to decide. She's like, "So we don't have much to go on for the missing peoples, but there seems to be a goblin doctor down in the lower city who may have seen something, or at least it's rumored to have seen a few of the last missing peoples. There is some of the people who have gone missing are from the farmlands, so we have a couple contacts with the druids who may or may not have seen something there. And then lastly, we have growing rumors on the hold on, I brain farted there. Lastly, there was a on the nearby fishing port has seen some sort of strange sightings. We're not quite sure which of these are going to be helpful, but at the very least, you can investigate whichever ones you wish, and hopefully they lead you somewhere. Kenda, it sounded like you were trying to say something.
No, I was
that was
about-
my screen going off, and then
Okay.
the sound changing to the speaker, so you were hearing yourself.
Okay.
Yeah, I echo Sherm. Could you at least so we can at least see their names, because I cannot remember people's names.
Rena and Saris. Saris is the dark-skinned one. Rena is the pale elf.
I was more so talking about everybody else. like the other
Okay.
characters.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do that. Token
If you
part,
go pull up character sheets, there should be a visible and editable.
name.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Let me just. This will be the second
Oh,
time I've
nameplate
had.
work. Oh, I didn't know that was a thing.
This is the second time I've had to do this. Boop-a-doop-boop-a-doo.
Hey. Oh yeah, I remember having to do that. If you put
God
HV
damn it!
What do you do?
Why does it say that?
Because when I made your token, your name was still Lynzylu.
It's great.
Hold on, I just fixed it.
Wait, we're not seeing the nameplates. I think only you are.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm only seeing mine.
Show to
I
players.
see my own.
Show to players. Now can you see nameplates?
Just gonna refresh the page and see.
Wait. Go back. I'm looking at your stream right now.
Yeah.
Not in token settings, in character sheet settings. Yeah.
It-
Wait. See, in players' journals and can be edited by. If you put it in everyone else's journal.
I've tried to show to players. That should
I
put
see
it
one
all.
person.
All right. Can you see? Now that I have
There.
it,
Yep.
Yep.
so you can see her nameplate now.
Oh, I can't see the nameplate, but I can see the name in the journal, which is probably the most important bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright.
I can see everyone in the journal.
Okay.
Or rather, I can see Fairy in the journal.
All right.
Yeah.
One at a time. Players.
We are
station.
experiencing technical difficulties.
Who are you people?
And for the record, we can't I can only see your name and like your bio. I can't see any like spells and stuff, so we can't metagame.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
I am going to
It's
at least
better
put everyone's nameplate in so that at least for those watching,
Yeah, good call.
watching the streams, they can see which characters are doing what. Finish that real quick.
we are very professional. We swear. Not at all.
I never claim any professionality.
I
only claim it as a
said-
joke.
pretty much.
Like, I'm a professional streamer.
I'm a professional
Well,
in that I've done this for a number of years, and each year I learned how to be slightly worse at this.
Well, professional swimmers. We
Indeed.
sweat. We sweat. Woo.
Shush.
Nope. If
Well, I have no idea what I'm doing.
close. This is why I'm glad I made time for everything. This is also why, if you guys are curious, this is why we're starting a little bit earlier than the usual rig time.
Mhm. Look at that motherfucking locks it on!
He's so
Woo.
beefy.
I'm so happy they exist.
Elephant man. Elephant man's so tall.
So big, and you guys are so small.
Can
Can I hit all things, no matter size.
Okay.
can Itra climb on Elephant Man back?
If you must.
Yes.
You-
You must.
That's the most defeated elephant noises I've ever heard.
Oh, I'm
He's like,
already into Octave's character.
sorry, like
no.
I know there's no way I'm winning this.
Tolerated. Tolerant, but exasperated.
All right. So, do you guys have anything else you want to say or ask?
Where do you recommend we go first?
Well, I
So
was
many
actually.
options.
All
I
of
was
them are
gonna ask.
equally valid to, as far as I am concerned. That's why I brought each of them up to you.
I was asking in character.
I know. That was Rena responding
Oh,
in
okay.
character.
That was
She is
very much
telling
a-
you I wouldn't give you a false trail if I knew it was false.
That was very much a Lusha voice.
I'll let you
Yeah.
know I don't do voice acting well. I try to do accents, but I'm
Okay,
not the
okay.
greatest at it. So you will hear a lot of flat Lusha voice. I'll try to put timbre on things, but I've never been good at it. It's always so it's one of those things. It's like I try to make
This is the
everything as
best opportunity
descriptive
to
instead.
practice.
Yep. I was trying to make everything as descriptive as possible.
Thank you.
Okay.
But yes, that was.
So you don't have. Sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, so that was Rena when I said I would not give you something that would be a red herring. That was not Lusha. That is Rena, because I would absolutely give you a red herring. But
Oh, that's true.
but Rena would not.
You don't have any opinions on, like, when you were gathering this information, which one of these your intuition speaks to most?
She gives a side eye to Saris, and Saris cleared her voice. It's like, I would think the goblin sounded like it was probably the most legitimate, but all of them were as accredited as I could uncover in the time I had to get this information.
Well,
Itra no like gobby friends. They stink.
Is that going to stop our investigation, Itra?
Itra will deal with it.
God damn it, Bongos.
Yeah, well, I saw that fucking again.
What are we talking about?
Going to the Discord channel.
This just goes into other shit we've been doing.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I was waiting to mention it, but we were talking.
All right, sorry.
Yes,
that was my bad. Professional face.
Ha,
Professional. We swear we're not professional. We're not.
We're not.
All right. So Lynn just asked Sherm, or Knaz just asked Itra.
Yeah,
A question of
but-
it would that slow down the investigation?
He already answered.
No.
Oh, I didn't hear.
Well, if that one seems the most, excuse me while the word fucking escapes me, thanks. If this seems the most authentic, then we should probably chase that one, but I suppose everyone else should have a say.
I think probably it's the best.
The doctor seems as good a lead as anything else.
Fastest way we're going to get information.
And if they're all viable, then it doesn't matter which one we choose.
Give me the doctor. Go on, give me the doctor.
Please don't hit the doctor.
Relax. We'll just tell them to relax. If in doubt, we'll just blow them up.
Okay.
If Skrag hits the doctor's gonna need a doctor.
if Skrag hits the doctor, Skrag is gonna need a doctor.
He ain't gonna be in.
And you'll see why in a second.
Okay.
Oh no.
All right, I'm gonna. Yes, Octave, you first.
Yes, before Thrim leaves the room, he's going to pull out a small crystal and hold it up to a light source. I'm using my Cosmic Omen feature.
Yep.
So I need to roll a d6.
Okay. I don't know what this feature is, so roll your d6 and then tell me what it does.
You can
Okay.
pop it if it's on your sheet. You can pop it in chat.
Yeah.
It's not really on my sheet because it's a Circle of Stars feature that wasn't available. So I rolled an odd number that gives me the Woe effect. Whenever a creature I see within 30 feet is about to make a check, a d20 check, essentially, an attack roll, saving throw, or ability check, I can use my reaction to roll a d6 and subtract the number from the total. And I could use this a number of times equal to my proficiency bonus.
That's 3 at this level.
Yeah.
Octave is gonna be like my villain for this arc.
Oh boy.
Also, how do we roll on here?
Slash R, like if you
So-
want to roll a d20, /R 1d20.
Yeah. Also,
Okay,
in the bar on the left side, there is a dice that you can click.
Because, like, I literally have my own dice.
Yeah, and then
yeah.
on the character sheet, if I ask for a roll, you can just click on it. So, for like example, if I ask for an acrobatics roll, you can't just click on the acrobatics
Yeah.
and give it the
Yeah, I
input
can-
value.
Yep. Like this.
I can't just
And
roll my own dice.
I'm gonna roll my own dice.
And of course, I rolled the natural 20.
And you can if you want to, but I
For-
request that for dice rolls you roll in real life.
Yeah.
Put them in chat.
Oh, yeah. If I do, I'm gonna write it down, like, what I
Yeah.
get.
Yeah. All right.
Well,
It's
we'll use
it's
my
also
dice
visually
anyways.
for the people
For the chat, yeah.
the chat. Yeah. And the
Also, of
Discord
course, I roll
and
a-
the stream.
Of course, I roll a fucking nat 20, like, doesn't matter.
That's okay. Octave's like first roll I saw today was also a or not Octave. Bongos' first roll was also a nat 20.
Nice.
All right, so
What
Rena.
I'm hearing is we're screwed later.
All right, to cut through a bit of the chatter, Rena gives you the directions to all three places. On top, tells you where the doctor is. The doctor is in the lower city of that lower city being just outside the walls of the western half of the city. So, as a theater of the mind, to put it in perspective, the city has a huge canyon that kind of cuts through the center with multiple bridges that span the gap, and under it is a large running river. On one side is the farmers district, on the other is the city district. The city district is broken up into two major parts. The first being the
Lusha?
yes.
Okay, I was gonna say. I saw that on stream you switched us over.
Yeah,
to that,
it takes me a second to remember. You guys don't move with me, but I was getting there.
Just wanted to. Okay.
Yeah. This picture is actually unironically actually really good for it, even though I just stole it from Dark Souls. So there's a huge canyon that goes down the middle. In this canyon is a river that runs through that splits Cesrin in two. It's how it gets the Twin City name. On one side is the forest and the farmlands. These are often kept by the folks that bring the food in, as well as doing the hunts and stuff, and is also the home to the Circle of Druids for this town. On the western half is the city district. The city district is broken up into three parts: the lower district, the mid district, and the castle. The castle actually has like a large city function inside of itself as well. Inside of its walls where the original Cesrin was created. And then outside the walls, you basically have an industrial section, which is Midtown, and a lower slum that is the low town. Or lower city. So you guys go to the lower city. It is about as shitty as you expect. There is rain and water just running down the stone streets. Everybody is looking over their shoulders. There's a few merchants out and about and people getting food, but for the most part, you can see people are just kind of trying to keep to themselves and keeping out of trouble. You make your way down to this old shack-looking building that looks like it was just shoved in between two stone buildings. And that seems to be the building that you're looking for. It's got a rickety old door that seems to have been bolted to one half, and you're not sure if it actually opens or just falls.
Someone poke it gently.
Yeah. There does seem to be a weird green noxious fumes coming out of the various holes in the roof.
Why is this just the doctor's office from Twilight Princess?
Oh god, I made the doctor's office from Twilight Princess.
Yeah,
I-
you kind of did.
I didn't do it on purpose. It was just literally just the description.
But Kojin, back me up.
That oddly reminds me I need to show you something at some point, just later down the line.
Sounds good. All right, who knocks in quotations?
I'll kind of go up to the door and just like tap it, but like also holding my breath just in case.
Okay. Can you give?
No.
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 And you give me a sleight of hand check, Fairy.
Sleight of hand. Sleight of hand. Sleight of hand. That is a 21.
Yep. Okay. It does not fall off.
Okay.
Somebody is like, you hear like a just a minute from inside, and loud shuffling noises, followed by the sound of what seems like a small explosion. And then the door kind of falls off on its hinges after the explosion. Come in!
Just
You hear?
slowly move out of the way.
And
Fairies kind of place.
Gobbies.
and then you enter this very small-ish shack. I don't, again, no map for this, so more theater than mine. You need the smallest shack, and inside is a goblin dressed as so. All art is owned by its respective artists. This is a picture I literally just Googled. I do have this saved on my phone, so I was looking specifically for this picture. But so this, you see this plague mask wearing person. By their size and height, you do guess that it's actually a goblin, but you actually can't see any part of them. On the ceiling, you see a purple sparkling fog, and nearby you see various vials and containers of colored fluid, as well as several jars of what you hope is not a beating hearts and functioning lungs. It might be a trick of the hive, but you're pretty sure the heart in that jar is beating.
I want to take a closer look at it.
Give me an insight and or perception check.
Do you have a preference?
Huh?
Do you have a preference?
Insight has a has a higher chance of succeeding over a perception check.
And how do I just have to click the thing?
You just click the name, and it should change red, and then you just click on it, and it'll roll the dice.
Normal roll.
Yeah.
It's a bit...
Lynn, as a general rule of thumb, if he gives you an option, pick whichever one has a larger number next to it on your sheet.
Yeah. No, but 19 definitely is more than enough. More than enough. You rolled an 18 on your dice. So, yes. So basically, Lynn, you see in one of the ventricles is, in each of the ventricles in and out, there is a red crystal and a blue crystal, and the longer you look at it, the more you realize this heart is beating. The fluid seems to be some sort of plasma, like yellowish orangey color, but there is a hue of red, and it's definitely pumping the fluid around. This is a beating heart. This is a functioning heart outside of a body.
This is fucking sick. Where did you get this?
Oh, I made it myself. I just took it off of somebody's corpse and put it in a jar. And then made it work. Because I was bored.
That's a
You
good
didn't say
hobby.
you were bored?
Yeah,
That's a
the
good
lungs
hobby.
also work too. Look, you need
Oh,
new
wait, you
lungs.
got the
I
lung-
got you new lungs. You need new heart. I got you a working heart. I'm just saying, best doctor in town.
Me slash Joe left. Look at this guy. He's a miracle worker.
Just stares blankly, not know what to say.
As far as you could gather, these are working organs. And that she doesn't just have one or two, she has quite a few. There's also various potions that, like, by guess, because you've worked in the field, there are healing potions of regular and greater kind. You see various like that, various anti-venoms. Like, this definitely seems like a stocked doctor's office. If not in just the shadiest part of town with the shadiest look, but it very much comes off as a legit doctor's office.
He's actually got stuff in this shithole.
Cool science! Weird science, but cool science!
Weird science, oh man.
All science is cool science. I don't get. Is this small
magic
lizard
better.
child with you?
Magic better than science.
Unfortunately.
Well, did you ever think about
So-
this? Sorry. Did you ever think about this? Science is magic.
Yeah. So after your response, Sherm, the goblin whips over to you and just says, "Do you know it? Can you prove that this isn't magic?" This is definitely the artificer versus wizard argument. This is 100% artificer versus wizard argument.
Let me think.
While he's
Don't think
thinking,
too
I'm
hard.
gonna, like,
Don't think too hard. There's already enough smoke in this building. So Who needs new lungs?
Not today, thanks.
Nah, I'm good.
Oh, then why you here?
Not for lungs, but can you do something about wings on back?
They look like they were standing across the room. They are now behind Skrag, just staring at these appendages, and you don't know where this came from, but there's a scalpel in her hand, and she's poking and prodding at these vestigial wings that are coming off of Skrag's back. If you didn't you wouldn't have known they were there because of the little fur that Skrag wears. But yeah, there's vestigial, weird-looking wings. And she pokes and prods, and it actually hurts a little bit. But yeah, no, she definitely goes, yeah, I can remove. Gonna hurt like hell though.
Not sure if ready to take an offer yet. May think about it.
Come on back. Can I keep them afterwards? This is very interesting.
We'll see based on current progress.
Up to you. Up to you.
Don't we have another reason we're here?
I don't know. Do you?
Honestly, this feels like the perfect time for Octave to say something. It's sort of what I've been waiting for.
Oh, Octave barely fits in the bit. Octave, you're actually still at the door because you can't. You're sure if you went through the door, you would bring the building down.
His trunk is sticking in.
So yeah, Octave, did you want to interject here now?
No?
No, nope, just letting it happen. Okay.
We're here about people who have been going missing.
People have been going missing. Yes, lots of people go missing. You see her go through these shelves. If you've ever seen a hoarder's house where the shelves, you're not sure how they function, but they're definitely not they're not a regular dresser / cupboard shelves. They are hanging, but she's pulling them out like she's looking for something, and then just sticking them on other drawers. And eventually she's like, here it is, and she pulls out a sheet of paper. And she goes, so many people missing from Lower City. And judging from discussion had with Layla's druid buddy, some farmers missing too. Last count, 637 people missing in the last year.
Sorry, what? How many?
637. Unless you're here to report another one, in which case 638.
Or more.
Or more. Are you here to report? We'll write down. You see this paper is just covered in tick markings, and occasionally there is a alphanumeric number next to the tick markings in a bracket.
No, we're not here to report anyone missing.
Oh, good.
We're here
Very
to try and
awful,
figure
very
out where they
awful.
all went.
So, and you see her just grabbing more shelves and throwing them out the way. Lots of people I have reported that some elderly lady asked them for support and help. This seemed to willingly be going, but not all of them have this. But lady known as Cassidy. She seems to be at the old, she used to be part of a sect of the, what did I call them?
I don't know, you're the one who named them.
Yeah, I had to go to my document real quick. She part of Knights of Royal Blood. I believe she's still at old, keep on, the, over in Midtown. And she grabs a piece of paper and draws a map with some, like, landmarks, but the landmarks are, like, big rock, giant clock, well, and then writes them all in. And then she hands it to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Roll dice. All right, 3. That is. She hands it to the lizard boy deep in thought, aka Sherm, to mostly get him out of, like, leaking smoke from his ears, as she claims.
Me sorry. We'll have to get back to you on that another time. But paper?
Paper. Map! This'll show
Do
you
not need
exactly
paper.
where you need to go. Sherm, can you give me a...
Wait a second. I might. Hold on.
If you give me an investigation check...
Would that help with anything?
City secrets. That is exactly what you would need.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
Wow.
that is
Wow.
perfect. That's perfect. No, yeah, you got it. These are the so you're new because you're from a village nearby. You're not from the city, but you've been in the city working for the Branded long enough to know what somebody of your size would describe as Big Rock. It is a collection of stones dedicated to one of the deities of this realm, mainly the deity of the deity of nature. You know the clock tower is just the big clock tower. It's like a big bin-sized clock tower in town. And the old like this is actually like the short like this uses a few shortcuts that you know to get to the where the old fort used to be. So yeah, no, you just know, you absolutely 100% know this map and know how to get to where you're going.
Oh, Itra, no. Come. Follow Itra.
Whoa.
Right now.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of where we go.
Oh god.
Thanks for helping.
Yeah.
Thank,
Bye.
thank you. Have a good day.
If you need lungs, come back. Can't do open heart, but would be first time.
Will do.
Will
Thrim
do.
backs out of the door to let everyone else out.
Yeah, no.
I tried.
Onward, friends. Onward.
Because the door fell over, right?
Yeah, the door fell over, yeah.
She just tries her best to put it back up the best she can.
Weirdly enough, it goes back in pretty well. Like, it sticks in there firmly, but you're sure just a breeze knocks us down daily.
She like places it and slowly backs up,
Yep.
like it's gonna fall. Okay,
Nope.
okay. Okay,
It
we're good.
stays
Go.
there good. You leave. So let's take a quick 5-minute break and then we will move on to the next scene that I have a map for.
Break time.
Break time.
Right.
Ooh, that came in clutch.
Sherm gets handed the map and he's like, wait a minute.
I was gonna jokingly say, it's like, why did we hand it to Itra? And then Itra's like, I know where to go. Follow me.
Yes. Big rock. That big rock. Yes.
Like there's so many,
Judgment. Not many things.
there's so many big rocks. How do you know exactly which one?
Although, actually, if we do, I totally forgot to set this up ahead of time. But if we do get a break in character at some point or another, I need to summon my familiar.
Okay.
Okay. I swear to God, I'm gonna get Octave to boost me up to places.
I feel like it's all tall people's obligation to boost people up to higher things.
I agree.
I think the problem is that you're gonna have to fight between two other people.
Well, but as the assassin, I get rooftop privilege.
You know what? That is fair.
But see, I have one with shadows, so I can turn invisible whenever, wherever.
Yeah, you don't need rooftop privilege then. Fuck off.
Would that Skrag have rooftop advantage for jumping attack?
Oh,
No.
you should have gone Totem Warrior and picked Eagle.
Oh my gosh.
Because your rooftop privilege is only for one-time use.
Rooftop privilege? I feel like I missed something when I stepped
Yes,
out.
you did.
I have
Yep.
rooftop privilege!
Is that like the privilege to be on top of like Thrim?
That is the privilege to Thrim before everyone else if I can get lifted onto a roof.
Okay. That will come in handy in potentially one of the fights, but it would be the extra fight. Actually, no, there's other things that you could use for height though.
Boost me.
Boost.
Better yet, I'll just jump on his head and then jump to my spot.
Oh,
Can't remember what the game is. I'm thinking of freaking. You got boost power.
So,
I have
so
a package.
I may have had my playlist running in the background, and when Lynn said the thing, she said my JoJo started playing in my playlist.
Perfect. Which one, though?
It was
Joe.
Fighting Gold. It was
Oh,
Fighting
I
Gold.
love Fighting Gold.
No, why is that like that? Why are you like
Specifically a piano version.
Oh,
It sounds really good.
Like a cover
I like-
or
yeah, it's
Yeah.
a cover.
that?
I love Coda. I really do. Man, now I want to listen to Crazy Noise Bizarre Town.
You know what? I'm just never gonna go to that tab.
And why is that?
I don't wanna give away spoilers.
That's fair.
All right.
You know what? Jonathan Young's cover.
I don't have a ready check, so type R in chat if you're ready to continue.
Alright.
All right. 5, 6, 7. That's everyone. All right, cool. I got R's and
we got too many R's.
I have some R's in the actual stream chat. Alright.
You would,
Hey, they're for it. They're ready.
you would think it'd be the player's favorite letter, R, but nay, it's true. First love be the C.
I love
Sorry.
that joke.
Oh.
We can't start. We can't start till chat's already.
Irrational just keeps clipping the things that I say.
It's just a lot of silly things. All right.
What can I say? You're very clipogenic.
Yeah, so I'm going to. This is the scene you
Whoa.
find yourself in, but I'm going to lead up to it. So as you approach the building, it is a large fort-like building. It's very generic, all things considered. It's more just a large square-like building that kind of overlooks everywhere else. There's a few towers that can see down from the old keep, but otherwise it's just an old thing. As you come to like the front gate, you see two types of enemies. If I click this right, this should show up for everyone. Show to everyone.
The faceless.
Yep.
Faceless. I hope that didn't just show a blank character sheet, but
It's a blank character sheet with a portrait, if that's what you're showing.
that's kind of what I was showing. So the first is the faceless. This is these are enemies you have faced before. The faceless are a rather tragic enemy. They're known as a monstrosity, which is a generic type in this thing that are born of cursed and fallen mortals. Their complexion is porcelain white with all facial features kind of drifted away. The only thing left that could give any description is the clothes on their back. There are tattered shirts, some sort of guard-like armor on a few of them. Some of them are carrying around old weapons in sheaths. But the thing that all of them have in common is there's not a hair on their body, and their faces are completely blank. They do have their ears still resemble that of ears. A few of them have pointed out ears like an elf or a gnome. Some have more normal ears, like that of a human. A few have, you've seen even Thrim. You've had the unfortunate thing of seeing like a larger faceless that has had a bit of a trunk still and a bit of ears, but it was the most eerie thing you've ever seen because the trunk seemed to come from their chin. These ones definitely tend to be more human in nature. All are about moderate size. Think between 5'8" to 6'2". One of them has pointed elven-like ears, but it's not quite as long as an elf's. And they're born of people who have lost themselves utterly to despair and darkness. They have lost all sense of self and only feel negative emotions. They tend to gravitate towards those who have bright and fulfilling emotions, and they try to consume those emotions. So that's your first enemy. That's the Faceless. The next enemy is... Go to everyone. The Abomination, which I just took a picture and then just grayscaled it.
Wonderful.
This one I'm proud of. An Abomination is a Faceless who began to consume its own kind. In order to grow stronger. They have a bit of a stronger personality-wise. They don't have any sort of resemblance to their original race. Their face is also blank like that of a Faceless, so ignore the fact that this image has a face. But the thing is their muscles have begun to grow and shift to the point that armor breaks, shirts rip and tear. Their muscles are so ripped and torn that the black blood within them has begun to leak and stain them from a pale porcelain white of the Faceless to the darker skinned blackness of an Abomination. The thing that separates them from a Faceless is that you can see the mouth of an Abomination, and it goes from ear to ear. They are thicker. They're about a size bigger than whatever they used to be before, so they can vary from medium to large, and even there have been sightings of a few that are huge.
Oh, good. Titans from Attack on Titan. Fucking ear-to-ear mouths and massive.
I was mostly ripping off Bleach, but yeah.
Yeah.
The concept did come to me more from what would happen if somebody gave fully into despair, and then what if somebody ate other people who were full of despair? And
Yeah.
then that led me to Bleach characters, and I'm like, oh, I'll do this. So that is the inspiration for
Abomination.
these guys.
Blasphemy squared.
Yep. And that's basically it. That these guys are huge. They the big thing that all of them have in common is they're ripped, literally to the point of rippage.
Yeah.
You can see the glistening sinew of their like muscles as they bulge.
Gross.
I'm here for the horror.
Oh yeah, I am too.
All right, I think I showed this to everyone. Remove all just in case. Can you guys see the turn order now?
Yep.
All right.
There aren't currently any tokens on this
Yep,
page.
there should not be. So what you do is you click the token.
Your token specifically.
Your token specifically. You click your token specifically. And then you click on the initiative on your character.
Ooh, not bad.
Where is that?
It should be right under,
The center top.
yeah, center top next to armor class.
Oh, okay.
Do this. I'm going to do just one for the Faceless and
Wow.
one for the Abomination.
So it's the one with the green circle around it?
Green circle.
Yeah, armor class has a red circle.
Oh, not on the token. You click the token to select yourself to go in the initiative order, then you go to your character sheet, and select the initiative button. That works.
I mean, if nothing else, Lusha can always just like manually put it in.
Yeah.
Hey, hold on. Can't I just do this from the journal?
Yeah. No, yeah, specifically you can do you have to do it from the journal.
Then why are you telling me to click on my token?
The token
Yeah, I see where
selects
one was
your
confused.
character to put it in the turn order.
Okay.
It still
I
names you
don't know if you have
Lynzylu,
enough
whatever.
initiative.
Whatever.
I rolled and it didn't put me in there.
Oh, I think I can
I'll be
actually.
in, coach.
I can put you in
Hold on.
Bongos, don't
I've
worry.
got it. I think I can fix that. There we go. Save that as Knaz.
Bongos, you may also need to switch to your character. To
No,
roll?
I
Like,
got him. Don't worry
or
about
the-
it. He hit the initiative button properly. I think it just lost
Mhm.
focus on the token.
Oh, okay.
It can happen if you click while trying to get it.
I think
Ignore
it should
that
say
number.
Knaz now.
I think you can set yours to do GM rules
I'm not rolling mine on GM though.
if you wanted to hide the initiative from us.
Yeah. So what did Bongos get? That's 7. Oh, it does say Ness. I'm not.
Yeah, I fixed it.
There's no reason to because it's very dependent on who the initiative order is important to like Lynn's character.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna put this over here. So
Okay. And is this layout accurate to what we're looking at, like
Yep.
the one on the map?
yep, this is
Okay.
is where your characters are at. This is your ranges. This is the only map where I set you up how I figured you guys would approach this. Otherwise, other maps I'll tell you you can set up anywhere within X distance of where I put your characters.
Okay.
If you're looking for distance, click
How do
that
we
ruler.
actually-
Click the ruler on the left if you're looking to measure distance for like movement
Yep.
and ranges and whatnot.
On the left. Oh, here. I see it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'd keep your journal entry open. You can pop it out with the double squares at the top to put in a separate bar so you can reference it easy.
Yeah, I'm trying to measure.
A reminder to
Nice.
those who do that it shows up on the stream.
Yeah,
Please do not abuse the privilege.
I will
It's
not.
not actually working for me.
All
Oh,
right.
wait, there it was.
Oh, it stays on until you right click. Okay.
That is exactly what I was hoping for.
Yep. The trees are about 2 wide and you can hide behind them to block line of sight from ranged attacks.
By the way, super fast, when you go to the ruler, there is a switch that says broadcast to others. You can click it off.
You do not have to broadcast to people if you're trying to check. I do highly recommend. It doesn't matter to do that. It does make it easier for other people, and several of us have various forms of ADD. I will see it no matter what.
Oh, cool. I get to distract you. Smokescreen.
There's no distraction because I am excitedly getting ready to do a thing.
Mosquito Valor!
Hey, I've got a spell for that. Sure.
Yeah.
I'm
All right, Lynn, you go first, as expected.
Okay. Here we go.
Fucking hell, was that a +8 on initiative?
She has alert.
Yeah.
She has the alert feat. It adds +5 to her initiative.
Okay. So I do have 25
It's
movement. I
if you
recall that.
highly recommend if you ever do an assassin rogue build, take the alert feat as soon as you can because it gives you +5 to your initiative check.
Can I please fucking make this smaller?
You can
No?
use the
Okay.
zoom feature on the sides to zoom in and out.
I'm talking about on my character sheet.
Oh, yeah, that's
You
Like, I
can
love-
pop that out into a new window.
Yeah, that's annoying.
okay.
Okay.
A reminder.
So because this is accurate to how we are doing things, I would like to move. This should be about 25 feet here. It's roughly that based on the measurement. Do you want me to show it to you?
No, that's fine. I trust you.
Okay.
I know how big the map is. And I know where I placed you.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So first thing I'm doing is popping behind this tree, which is all my movement, and then
Oh, sure. I need to poke you with something real quick. That is the burn your dice dark. That's the home rule for this setting. I have already explained that to everyone. So just read it real quick while you got some downtime.
Um,
Everyone, remember this is a function you have. You can use the burn your dice. Whatever.
Yeah.
It does reset between sessions, so if we play tomorrow, all the dice will revert.
Probably better to target the abominations first.
Certainly
Have we
can
faced
try.
abominations before?
You know that they're rather durable and strong in comparison to the faceless. You usually have faced them solo. They don't tend to form packs, but it is not quite unheard of that they can form packs, especially with faceless following them. They are definitely the bigger, stronger, harder to kill faceless.
Yeah.
I forgot to write down their HP bars.
This one's only 30 feet away.
Real quick, Lusha, how many dice do we start with?
1 per player, so there's 6 total.
Oh, it's a party. Oh, it's party resource. Okay.
Yep, party resource. Everybody gets one.
So let's see. How does my attacking work again?
You click on the attack, like you click on the
Yeah.
bow, and it'll roll the dice for you.
Okay. And do I need to like select an enemy, or do I just need to do the thing? and
You just need to
it for
do
me?
the thing. Tell me which enemy you're shooting, and then do the thing.
I would like to attack this.
You are shooting through a
Abomination.
tree.
Okay, I can't like duck around the tree to
How much movement
Shoot.
do you have left?
none. So no.
No, but you can shoot this one.
Okay.
You should have plenty of range
This
for
one.
that. Your longbow has like
Uh,
60 short or 80 short range and like 240 long range or something like that.
Okay.
You
so
should be
we
able to
can-
cover this entire map.
Yes, I made the map small enough that anybody can cover it.
Okay,
Anybody with range
so
can cover it. Anybody not throwing can cover it.
Do I get advantage on this roll?
You do, because this is you get advantage, and it's an automatic crit if you hit.
Yeah.
It's 150 yard range. Yeah, you've got range to hit everything on this map from anywhere.
Okay, we're going for the one that's 60 feet away. I'm rolling with advantage.
Hold on, let me check. Yeah, that hits.
Wow.
I fucking hope it
Wow.
24
Wow.
hits. Yeah.
No, I knew that one was gonna hit.
God.
Okay, so do you wish to sneak attack?
Yeah.
All right, roll roll 8d6 on top of the damage roll.
Someone walk me through how to do that.
So click where it says what +1 longbow piercing. Click that for
Yeah.
the base damage.
Okay. Longbow plus.
In the chat log.
In the chat log, there's
Oh, in the
it's-
chat log.
yeah, it
There
has a
should be
little circle. You should,
Purple, purple button there.
yeah, it turns red when you hover over it.
Well, it might be a different color because I have a different theme, but yeah.
Yeah,
Hold on.
mine is red.
Cancel. Okay, I see it.
Yep.
Yep.
Click it again. All right, I gotta subtract 3 from that last roll. Wow, you rolled pretty bad. So 2. All right, so that's 15 so far.
Okay, and then what?
And then hit /R
/R.
8d6. 8 the letter D and 6. All right, and 25 additional damage.
Fucking hell.
Welcome to fucking sneak attack.
I am broken.
All right.
That was with 2 1s as well.
Yeah. For those who are curious how this happens, Lynn is an assassin rogue. She has an ability called Assassinate. It basically said, and this is why initiative is important for her character specifically, if you attack anyone who has not gone first, you automatically crit. As a rogue, if you attack anybody before they get a chance to go, you get sneak attack on them as well. So you get advantage, and if you have advantage as a rogue, you get sneak attack. So she gets ridiculous amounts of damage.
Hello, I'm broken.
You're broken
And
on
the
the
crit-
first
and the
attack
crits-
you ever take.
And
Yeah.
the crit doubles the sneak attack damage.
Yeah, the other thing she can do is she can always take a bonus action to give herself advantage on her ranged attacks, which is disgusting, but a different problem.
He gave it to me. I want to stress, he gave it to me.
I did give it to her
He
specifically.
did this to himself. He
I
knows
did.
it.
Did.
But to be fair, because she wasn't playing a melee rogue, without it, she wouldn't get a lot of sneak attacks. So this was to balance that. All right. Anything else you want to do? You still have a cunning action, so you can dash, you can attempt to hide, or I think that's about it.
I mean, I don't think I need to hide right now.
Yep. You can also just pass. You don't have to do anything if you're happy with where you are.
Yeah.
Well, laying in here, if you are hidden, that could be a condition for advantage.
Yeah.
But it may be
true.
hard to hide in this area.
Well, like, I don't entirely know how bonus actions work.
It's an action you have that is not typically a normal action you can do, like run, attack, cast a spell. Usually,
Can I do that every turn?
Yep. You have 3 actions every turn. You have a move action, an action, and a bonus action. You also have a reaction that can happen outside of your turn.
I mean, I might as well try to hide. I am behind a tree for a reason.
Yep.
What do I need to roll for that?
Roll your stealth.
Can you guys tell I've definitely played D&D before?
You've played enough to know to ask the right questions, which is important.
Stealth. Normal roll. Boop. What'd we roll? 12. 9, but modifier.
9 is your modifier.
Yep.
Sorry, I rolled a 3 then, and
Yep.
I have 9 on my modifier.
Yeah, you can always hover over the number to know what you rolled. All right. You feel stealthy.
I feel stealthy.
You feel stealthy. That's always my response is you feel stealthy.
I am stealth.
But that does not tell me if I am stealthy or not.
It does not tell you that you are stealthy. It just tells you
You're-
you feel stealthy.
You are hunched over behind the tree, holding up 2
Yeah.
leaves as a disguise.
So Naz moves
Yeah, I don't think I'm
forward,
stealthy.
pulling an arrow and just decking this abomination more or less square in the head. And as we get to the start of the abomination's turn, it starts to look down, and there's becomes a bit of a memory in your guys' head. Abominations are very hard to kill, and you hear a squelching like noise as the arrow sort of falls out of its head, and the hole looks a bit smaller.
Oh dear.
If you're watching the stream, something happened to the number of damage that it took. If you're not watching the stream, abominations have regeneration.
Yay.
Oh, no.
Oh, lovely. Fuck you.
Then we have to
Lovely.
help as quickly as possible.
Yep.
Mhm.
They are susceptible to you know what? Actually, I'm not going to get that information away from free. Give me,
Damn it.
anybody can do this. Give me an Arcana or History check. You don't need to have a skill in it. You can just roll it, and without worry.
Are you sure it can't be a nature check?
Nature, you can give it to me, but it'll be a higher DC.
What was it? It was Arcana and
Arcana or history?
Arcana or History.
Fuck it, I'm giving it a
What
try.
about
History check.
survival?
4.
No, because this is not
Nice
related to
try.
trying to survive off the land, but good effort.
Damn.
I have 0 on both. Let's go.
I got a 1.
I have -1. Let's go.
Damn.
Skrag remembers.
Oh,
No.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No.
Holy
Just
shit,
waiting.
he rolled a
Just waiting on
natural
Sherm's
20.
check now.
Yeah, make
Oh, I'm
it-
not rolling. I
You're
know
not-
that the abomination vulnerable to boom booms. Just do a
Sneak
big boom.
attack.
You're not
Proceed.
quite inaccurate. Abominations do not regenerate if they take fire, poison, or acid damage. They also do not regenerate if they drop dead. They are weak to fire and radiant damage, but bludgeoning attacks like fists or hammers and cold damage / necrotic damage does not tend to hurt them as much as people would like. So yeah, that's what you need to know about the abominations. They do have inherent regeneration. Lots of speculations about why, but no firm details at this point. Oh yeah, it's their turn.
Sure is.
How fast do these guys move? I have to look at
What's
my other
their
computer.
movement like?
What's their movement like? Their movement is 35 feet.
They can move further than me. That's not fair.
They are
Here
also
comes the
like,
train.
look. You're about 3'5". They're about 7'2".
Yeah.
They move like a basketball player.
Oh god, he's playing basketball with the head!
Oh god, they have moved 35 feet.
Yep.
Oh.
Sort of part of what I wanted to avoid.
Yep. So yeah. This abomination is definitely moving. Actually, it probably moves right there. Is moving more towards you, Len.
I am not stealthy.
It's looking directly at you.
I'm not stealthy.
For a reference, it doesn't have any eyes, but its passive perception gets through your stealth check.
Yes.
Knaz, stay still. Vision based on movement.
Not quite. Itra.
An update for those who rolled a 15 or better on their checks. Their vision is not in fact based on their movement. But yeah, so for the first one, we will I forgot to add this, so let me just add it real quick. It's an attack called Rock.
He casts rock.
He picks up a rock and he throws it at you.
He casts rock.
He can't, it's not made up. He picks up a rock off the ground. It's about the size of like your fist.
Lusha, did I stutter?
You didn't.
Rock.
What you did. Okay, rolling to hit. I don't know why it rolled both, but does a 20 hit you, Lynn?
Yeah.
Okay. It does
My AC's only 16, y'all.
10 damage.
Wait, don't I have a thing for that?
You see it, so you take half the damage.
Yeah.
You only take 5. Because rogues are busted.
My eyeballs function unlike yours, bitch.
Yeah.
Evasion. Hell of a job.
No, it's not evasion. It's the other one. Evasion's the one for dodging AoEs. She has
Ah, right, yeah. Uncanny dodge. There we go.
yeah, uncanny dodge. Yeah, which I believe
I'm
monks
hit by
also
the
get.
key.
All right. I'm gonna hit Bongos with or Octave with this attack.
And Octave would like to... Do I have to declare a reaction before you roll, or...
I will be nice and say after.
Okay, well, that doesn't hit.
Yeah, it doesn't hit, I assume.
It says a nat 1, motherfucker.
It's a net 1, but you guys don't have riposte, so I don't have to worry about it. Basically, you see this big meaty fist come at you, and you're like, I'ma just move out the way and not with this.
I'd win.
He does get a second one of those, though. And actually, he's going to hit Skrag with the second one with his bonus ability. So he is going to swing at Skrag for 11, which I don't think hits, and then he is going to take 1d8 damage to himself. So what you see happens is he swings at Thrim, and then his arm, you hear a sickening snapping sound as the arm keeps going and heads towards Skrag, but Skrag manages to jump over it as it hits the ground, breaking the stone underneath him.
These guys never get any more pleasant, do they?
This is a horror setting. this
I'm
is
saying that
Dark
in
Souls.
character, yo.
Oh, wait till you get to the other fun thing I'm about to do.
I'm in character when I say that. I'm saying it to the party.
Gross strongman. Gross strongman.
I forgot to roll the damage. You hit self-inflicted damage.
Hey, buddy. Can you come here, please?
All right.
Fine.
All right, cool.
And now what of our other
And-
faceless friends? I guess not.
Yep. So faceless friends go second to last.
Gotcha.
Sherm, Itra is up.
You know her scale friend.
He didn't.
Doesn't matter to him.
I'm gonna attack the abomination who attempted to attack my scale friend.
Yep, this one.
I
Yep.
can hear,
And
but
I
I have
have-
to step away for dinner.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. And I have this.
Oh, you do have back.
Get that?
Oh god, that's right. Both you and no. Honestly, that one doesn't scare me as much as Kojin having it. Kojin's fucking terrifying.
Let's wait till it becomes my turn.
Eldritch Blast.
I want all three beams going, or all two beams rather. Sorry, going for him.
You roll two. Each beam gets its own attack, I believe.
Did I input that wrong? Hold on a second.
You have to click it another time. But yeah, make it a ranged attack on a hit at higher levels. Two beams. You can direct the beams at the same target or different. Make separate attack rolls for each beam.
Yeah. I thought I did a thing to.
It just shows description. I only saw one roll. You rolled advantage.
Yeah. I thought I changed it in the sheet so that it would do a thing.
I don't.
Meh.
I'm okay with you rolling it again because it
Hold on,
rolled like
let
a.
me-
There you go.
I don't know why it's giving me advantage.
You
didn't-
have
Yeah,
advantage from pack tactics. Also,
No,
it just
but
automatically
it-
gives.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
I can
automatic.
fix
It
that.
didn't ask me.
Let me fix it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have
Well,
to.
that's a crit.
So
Oh wait, why do I have always roll advantage?
that's the default state. That's the
Oh,
default state
yes.
of the character sheet. Is always
That's
roll
kind of
advantage.
dumb.
Yeah, I fixed it for the character sheets I worked with, but if I
Okay.
didn't work in your character sheet, it's still like that.
I had no idea that was the default. My bad.
Yep. Oh, I'm sorry. I keep looking. I was looking at your sheet
Well,
and bouncing around. All right.
earlier-
So the first one the first blast hits the body, and you see like a smoky char come off of it, but it doesn't look any hurt. The second one hits though. The second one hits it square in the face.
Oh.
All right. That's 12 damage. It definitely felt it. All right.
Oh, that it looks like that did auto crit. I don't know if you want to do nat 20s or crits.
You
but-
have advantage. Pack tactics.
No, yeah, that I have advantage, but I don't know if you have the all 20s or crits rule.
Yeah, all 20s are crits.
Okay, I didn't know if you did that.
All 20s are crits normally, so I keep it there, and if it's one of those situations where it doesn't, I just take the first number.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I keep track of it pretty good. But yeah, so yeah, Itra kind of moves up and describe to me what your Eldritch Blast, your Archfey Eldritch Blast looks like.
It's sort of like charging up like a shadow. Like I have no words to describe it other than like a shadowy pink energy that
Yeah.
just sort of like swirls around my fingers, then pointed at the guy.
So as an Anya pastel pink color escapes this dragon's fingers, it blasts, the first hit blasts into the chest, seeming to be absorbed by those immense and lovely pectorals. The second one does hit it square in the face, though, and it definitely takes that damage. So, yeah, that is Itra's turn. Fairy,
Wait,
it is your turn.
real quick.
Yep.
Would you consider these trees climbable?
Yep.
Okay. Then, as a bonus action, I'd like to cast Jump on myself.
Okay, you just jump on yourself.
And then I would like to, and then if I think I only move 10 feet, I would like to jump on top of this tree. Whoosh! I don't know what the jumping range is. Actually, I don't have that on the sheet.
Roll jump. I don't have the jump. Look, it's your character. You have to tell me if you have the spell. Hold on, I'll look up the jump spell.
Oh no! Oh wait, I have it in my sheet. Let me put it in the chat real quick. I actually don't know what the base jump
Your-
distance for a kobold is.
Jump distance. All right. 5e
It was-
jump distance. I believe it's based on strength.
I think
I
it's
have
based on
I have a
strength.
+1
You
strength.
can move up
so-
to a number of feet equal to your strength score. Okay, hold on. That's not right. When you make a long jump. How far can I jump in 5e? It is, you can jump 3 plus strength modifier feet high. So you can jump
4 feet normally, and then 12 feet with the spell.
Yep. Which will get you pretty high up in the tree, not gonna lie.
Okay, I'll try and jump on this big branch right here.
Yep. Give me an acrobatics check to make sure that the branch just doesn't give away as you jump up into it.
Okay.
So you get there, you jump up, and you land on what you think is a safe branch, only for it to just snap like dead wood, and you kind of fall. Give me another acrobatics check to not fall prone. Yeah, you're only falling 10 feet, so you fall, you don't take any damage, and you land on your feet just fine. It's not a very hard check.
No one saw that. No one saw that.
All right. Thrim.
Alright. Skipped over someone?
Who did I skip
Yeah,
over?
you skipped over me.
Oh, I
Yeah,
skipped over
sorry,
Fairy. I'm sorry.
Yep. All right.
Sorry about that.
I am going to use the spell Moonbeam on the guy next to Thrim.
Okay. Does
Yeah,
that
it is
do-
just it delivers a beam of light, in a 5-foot radius, 4 foot high, until the spell ends. And the creature has to make a Constitution throw, and it takes 2d10 radiant damage.
Or fail for half. All right. Give it a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, where are you placing it?
I'm placing it right here. I'm just like, wait, oh, because I have it. There.
You can draw it. And there's a little
Uh,
paint thing, just freehand.
Yeah,
You don't need. I mean, I think there's a. Yeah, you can do rectangle or ellipse.
5-foot radius, so it's gonna.
That
look
would be
something
a
that
9
is
by
one
9
tile.
square. Yeah.
That's
Or
just
no,
a,
That's a 5-foot diameter.
yeah, that's a tile. That's one tile. 'Cause every tile is one
Okay.
5 feet. Yeah.
Oop.
So, oh,
Okay. I got
We
it.
win! Yes.
Not quite.
yeah. It's like, hey, you want to see a big explosion? As I just,
I got 21
as
health.
as I
taken
as I
already.
cast a spell, it's just this giant beam. Just
Have you ever seen a dead body? No. Would you like to?
Can you just redraw that circle real quick while I
Yes,
roll
yeah.
his con check?
roll a con check.
Yep. He's got a con check to take the damage.
Wait, is there?
It's a con. That's what it says on Moonbeam.
Oh,
I'm looking at the
God.
spell right now.
Oh,
I'd like to use a reaction
Yep.
Oh,
to give him woe, which means we take 1d6 off his score.
Okay. Roll me a d6.
Fuck.
He's at 18. I believe the DC is probably around 16 to 18, so.
I'm trying to remember where it's
Yeah.
located. Up spells. Yeah,
Wait.
my spell save is 13. So yeah.
13. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's with me having a pretty high charisma too. So
Is that taking in your proficiency?
I don't.
Your proficiency is
It
only
should.
+3, that's right.
+3, and then I have a +2 to charisma.
So
So
that's 5, and then +8. Yep, nope, that's 13. Oh, okay.
yep. So he just takes one. So he just takes half of 1d10.
Yep.
So
Just roll the 2d10, and then I'll do the math.
10.
Alright. So he takes half, so it rounds down to
So
5. And then he takes double it, so it goes up. I will say 8. He'll take 8 damage.
Okay. Yes, so just
That's 5 times 2 is not 8, Lusha.
Oh, sorry. I've been playing. So, for reference, why I did it like that in my Pokemon game, because weaknesses and resistances come up very often. It's always a 50% in that game. Hence, why I did it that way. So that's my bad. I'm just used to. I've been playing that game for 4 years now, so I'm just used to playing it like that.
Yeah, just like, hey, let's just God damn it. How do you say it? Hey, how do you say your character's name, Sherm? I can't remember.
Itra.
Itra, watch this. Want to see a big boom?
Yes.
And then you just see a giant laser come out of nowhere and
Yep.
smite.
It
Magic is bestest.
cuts through the clouds. This like dark moonlight just cuts right through the clouds and hits this one guy. You watch as you can hear the skin and blood like sizzle and boil. And anything else from you?
Nope.
Nope.
Actually, let me do move. Oh shit! I did not mean to drop.
Yep, that's fine.
You can always, if you're looking to pan, it's right click.
Yeah. Let me just.
Oh no, sorry, you're never mind. You were trying to move. My bad.
Yeah, no, I made something. Yeah, so I will move like around here, just so. Yeah, I'll move right here.
You're getting between the big guy and his prey. Gotcha.
Yep.
All right. Thrim.
All right. So Thrim sees the enemy directly in front of him, points his sickle towards the ground, and casts Thorn Whip. So that will be a spell attack.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Well, that
26?
hits. That hits.
Yeah, that hits. Mm,
That
Lusha?
is...
Yep.
is your stream title supposed to say "We much bring hope"?
We bring hope. We bring much hope. Eh.
That's not what it says.
I had to look right to Itra. Itra much bring hope.
We
There we go.
I fixed it. I fixed the title in the YouTube side too.
There we go.
So that is 9 piercing damage.
Yep. Yeah, you pierce. That's goes right into it. Just rips right through right into the skin.
And I could pull him closer, but it would not be physically possible. So
Yeah. No, he is already in your face.
Pull him closer. Get him a great big bear hug. Elephant
I
hug.
will not be doing that. And end my turn.
Yep. Nope. That sounds.
What
That
are you
sounds
gonna
good
pull
to
his
me.
hair and buy him dinner first, there, Abomination?
He will in fact have him for dinner. Yes. All right.
How are you, man?
He's just being a gentleman.
Yeah. All right. It is Orom's turn. Bongos, what would you like to
Okay.
do?
So first, I'm going to do Hunter's Mark.
Yep.
On
Nice.
not the one over there, this one over here.
This one? So, okay.
Yep.
All right. Let me put a thing.
Is that
Oh, he put a
How
thing.
do we?
Yeah.
There we go. He's got a little marker on him now.
okay? That was a bonus, right?
Yep, that's a bonus. So you still get to do your anything else. You still have a movement, and a action.
Yeah. So I'm going to. If I can. There we go. I'm going to move here.
Yep.
I am going to shoot him with my bow.
Sounds good.
I'm going to do it twice.
Yep, you have extra attack, so you can do it twice. So roll the first hit.
Just a normal roll.
Just a normal roll, I believe. I don't believe Hunter's Mark does it. Yes, that hits.
Okay.
do
Nice.
8 damage plus roll an extra d6. Plus 1. Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Better than 0.
Yeah.
That's
And then
impossible.
the second one.
That's a hit.
Woo!
Nice.
And
For
then
another 11
D6.
damage.
And another D6.
No, you only get the
Oh.
d6 one time.
Yep.
Per.
Okay.
Wait, it doesn't say on the thing.
I might be thinking of a different ability. Yeah, that is an additional 4.
Yeah, whenever you hit it with a weapon attack.
Yep, I'm
Yeah.
thinking of a different ability he has. All right, yeah, and you hit him twice. Like,
Yep.
you as you pull your bow and you fire, you're trying to slow him down a bit, so your arrows go like thump thump right into each leg, and you actually hear it kind of bellow in pain. You start to notice it's actually looking a little bit worn down, a little bit like fatigued as it's moving ever closer and closer.
But shoot, orc friend.
All right.
And that,
Oh, what else?
and then I had 10 more feet of movement, so I'm
Yep.
just gonna jump over here.
You don't
Sounds-
have to use it if you don't want. If you
No.
don't want to.
I kind of wanted to move
Okay.
over.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So we're gonna move. Thud. They'll move here.
Fucking hell! How fast is that thing?
That was it running. So it doesn't have any other actions. It just ran.
it dash?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
dashed. I don't have much choice. You guys are just a little bit outside their range.
How you doing, fucker?
This one will also have to run. Bam. This one's gonna go.
All right, Lusha, I gotta ask, what sort of noises do they make when they're making a mad dash?
What's the sound of a fleshy foot on water? Like on a puddle. Just
like you're wading through a bunch of like really like
Yeah.
moist mud.
yeah, it's just a fleshy foot sound as it like runs across the ground because these things aren't making any noise. It's not like at you or anything like that. Like the big guys are screaming in pain, but these guys they're utterly quiet. They haven't
Oh,
said
God.
a word. The only
That's
sounds
even
you hear are
worse.
the sounds of them just running at you.
That's
Speaking
even
of running
worse
at
in
you,
a
this
way.
one runs at you.
Speaking of running at you,
Yep.
Friends help!
First,
I'm really glad to have you.
hey, it could be worse. I could have given him pack tactics.
Don't you dare say that.
Thank you
Uh,
for being merciful.
I thought it was too much. First claw attack into Sherm. 16.
That hits.
Okay.
Octave.
Oh,
Yeah, after we do this, Kenda's moonbeam is too small and probably covers the area that creature just entered, so it should take moonbeam damage.
Yep. I thought so as well. I was pretty sure the
Yeah.
5 feet is like in a cross.
The radius, not the diameter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like all this
It
square.
should be more or
Yeah.
less a 9x9 square.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
So
That's
that's
because I have that spell too. So
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so we can burn everything. Got it.
Yeah, when I put the first circle down and it was like here, it's like I knew it hit everything over there. But yeah, it does take that damage, so I will do that.
Just be warned. It doesn't have friendly fire, or it does have friendly fire.
Yeah.
rather, So
We'll do his
And I can
constitution
move it with
damage.
my mind.
Constitution check on that. He fails it, so roll your 2d6.
210.
All right. It has multi attack, so its next attack is going to be its bite.
It
Oh, no.
takes
13 times
Takes
2,
what?
26 damage.
26.
It's life draining bite attack. What? Did I stutter?
Did I stutter?
I have no mouth yet. I must bite.
Yeah, so about the has no mouth must bite. You watch as you hear an awful ripping noise as these just rows of teeth suddenly come out and bite into your like shoulder, and you just feel a sound as it just literally sucks the life force from you. Does an 18 hit?
Oh, it absolutely does.
It does 5 piercing damage. And heals 5 damage.
You pay for this.
That
Hellish
was plus,
rebuke.
not minus. Minus 10.
Hellish rebuke.
Oh my god,
Oh,
you
wait,
hellish
oh, sorry. That's supposed to be at a higher level. I cast it at level 1. I'm a warlock, so that'd be level 4.
Yep.
There we go.
Okay. Hellish Rebuke is a dexterity save. I need to pass this or get fucked. I get fucked. 16 damage. As you cry out at this creature that is literally drinking you, butterflies and flowers begin to sprout from its body as it convulses on you, and it literally combusts into like rainbows and thorns, like thorns and like some sort of sparkle mist fall to the ground as these glowing like butterflies and moths sort of fly away from the creature.
Lusha, you're scaring me because that was exactly what was in my head.
I have played a lot of D&D, and I'm very good at describing things exploding.
Okay.
But yeah, you killed it. It's not a particular. The faceless are not particularly powerful. Between the radiant damage doing extra damage and the hellish rebuke, yeah, it could not take that damage. Skrag. I'm scared. I'm very scared.
Let's
Let's
see.
go.
He has options too.
Skrag,
Yeah.
get mad.
Just say, oh, me quite at that.
That's my secret, Itra.
Always mad. Ah!
Oh, I have a thing for this
So-
later.
I am going to. Well, first I'm going to go back to that. So let's
Sorry,
go
Kojin,
ahead. I'm going to get right here
Mm-hmm.
to then pull out my halberd and go stabby on both of these faceless in a fit of rage.
Okay, so you're telling me you would like to rage?
I would like to rage.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So as
Badass.
Skrag runs forward and pulls out his halberd that is basically like almost 3 times as long as him, you watch as his muscles slowly like convulse and his eyes literally fill with a blood rage as he froths at the mouth and swings at these 2 faceless.
Someone get him a rabies shot. Hey, we should go back to
He's
that
like-
doctor.
he's like doing the dragoon run on the ground, and he's just like, ha!
I'm trying to remember how much extra damage you do. I think you do plus 2 damage with your rage.
Hold on. The dragoon sprint, but with the warrior eyes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh god.
Oh God.
All right. You have your first swing. You have advantage.
Yes, I do. Pack tactics, like
It's not just pack
Yeah.
tactics, it's rage. This is a strength check with a melee weapon.
Yep.
Let's go.
All right, we're gonna attack that one first,
Yep. That hits.
and then we're gonna roll that
That
damage.
was the one with plate armor too.
Oh boy.
Well, not plate armor, but it had like a breastplate.
We're gonna roll that damage. Bam.
So this is checking your character sheet. So you have Yep. You have 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, is it 9? Shit. I gotta go check. 5E R pair. 5E dots. Thank you. It's plus. Why is it so low? They should fix that. All right. Yep. Plus. So that is 9 damage. All right.
All Alrighty. And then here we go. Install that. Rage lasts for a minute. Alright. I forget which one of these necessarily was the as a bonus action I do another attack. It was either the reckless or the frenzy.
You have extra attack, so you can swing again. And then the frenzy lets you swing a third time.
That's what it was.
You're a
Okay.
barbarian. You can attack twice at a certain level.
I
Yeah.
always mix it up. Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna go ahead and do
Yeah.
him again. Another advantage roll.
That hits.
That is.
All right, and we're
Almost
gonna.
crits. 10
Woo!
plus 2 is
Poke.
12 damage. Yep. It's certainly feeling it, Mr. Krabs, but it's definitely still standing.
We'll see about that. Let's do the frenzy for a third one.
Okay. You're using your bonus action for your frenzy extra attack.
Yes.
Kojin really gets to play the game. He's got to fucking
It
wait
hits.
for it.
This is the
Yeah.
only one with extra armor, and he's just fucking turning it into a pace. All right. That it is a 13. I don't see how Berserker is really bad. It seems really fun. IMO. Yeah.
Well,
it's...
long term, because it's exhaustion.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I'm now about to be sitting for a turn.
Bam, is dead.
So as he runs forward with the spear with the warrior eyes, you just see like the dragoon animation for like the spear flurry when you do that AoE move. So it just it just skewers it a bunch of times with all 3 attacks.
Yeah. All right. Jeez. Okay, cool. All right, that is one turn of battle round. So congratulations, all the new players. You have now officially
Hell
done
yeah.
1 round of combat. I don't see us going past 2 rounds of combat. All right, and Knaz, you're up.
How tall is this tree?
This tree is about 20 feet tall and dead. So it is very weak, but you can definitely still get up the tree if you want.
Can I make the attempt? Because my movement's 25.
Absolutely.
What do you want me to roll?
Acrobatics or athletics.
Well, I'm gonna fucking roll acrobatics, you crazy.
I mean, you have the option between the two.
I'm not taking. I have -1 to athletics. Are you crazy?
Yep. 16. Yeah, so you get up the tree pretty easy. A little bit easier than Sherm did by jumping, but it's because you don't suddenly put weight on things. So when they seem like they're gonna creak, you kind of shift to a different branch. So you managed to get up into the tree pretty well. Say that
Wondrous.
puts you about here and in the tree.
Okay, perfect. And now I should be able to see the whole battlefield. Well, the whole battlefield's in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden.
Yes.
Okay, now I guess we go for. How do we ping these, by the way?
Click and hold.
You can just click and hold and you ping. So if you just pick one.
That one.
That one? Okay, you shoot that one.
That one.
That one. All right.
I might as well finish what I fucking started.
You don't have all of the advantage from before.
I know.
But you can still roll to hit.
Yeah. That is okay. So we do longbow piercing, normal roll.
Yep. That hits.
Okay, roll for damage. Ooh.
8 piercing. Yep, that is 8 damage.
Enough.
I'm feeling it now, Mr. Krabs.
And can I feel stealthy again?
You may attempt a hide check, yes.
Rolling for stealth. Because, I mean, I have nothing else I can do. I may as well do it.
Yep, no, that's fair. You feel stealthy.
Bitch, I better be stealthy this time.
These things don't have eyes, so it's hard to tell, but you feel stealthy, and several of your party members are wondering where you went.
Wait, is it looking at you? Is it looking at me?
It's looking at someone.
Is it looking?
Alright,
Actually looking.
abomination time. I'm gonna start by doing an action.
Wait.
Please give me the character sheet. Thank you.
Moonbeam.
Yeah, moving.
I get to do a constitution check, but sure. Moonbeam.
Starts his turn.
It fails.
Yep.
He heals his regeneration. He does not, because he is taking vulnerability damage.
Yep. And he takes
32.
Ooh, nice.
He is barely up. Alright. I want to do this once to show it can be done, that it is a thing. So
Oh no. I'm
this
scared.
guy reaches down and he grabs the faceless next to him.
Oh no.
He then
no.
picks up
Fastball
the
special.
faceless and he throws it at Skrag.
They're moblins!
Skrag just turned a faceless to paste. Alright.
The abomination doesn't realize
one.
that the abomination doesn't realize it's paste, so it just throws and it's like goopy.
Yeah. Alright, so Kojin, make a for some reason it won't let me just show the description. Let me paste it in chat. So it doesn't do damage to you, but you still need to make an athletics check as this body comes towards you to avoid taking damage. Why is this a thing? Come on, computer. Work with me.
But I'm at least rolling, so I need to roll the athletics.
You need to roll the
Okay.
athletics or acrobatics. You're either trying to physically knock into it. This is so if it's athletics, don't forget you do counter out your fatigue by basically having advantage. So
Yeah, so I basically just do it as a normal roll then.
yeah. So it becomes a
Yeah,
normal roll,
okay.
athletics roll, and you're looking for a DC 16.
Let's see.
No wait, it's DC 13 to
Okay.
to
Well, that sounds a little better.
yeah. All right, you get knocked prone, but you don't take any damage.
Okay.
And the faceless does take that much damage. Oh, that's when it shows up. Yeah, no, the faceless takes the damage too, but it's just like it's definitely like a oh nope. And then he why is there two of them here? Walks forward and punches Fairy a question. His big meaty fist. No, he does not. I would like to roll a hit
Nope.
today.
No.
Even then, I have a high armor class.
Yeah, but he has a +7 to hit.
Well, I'd like to jump on top of a tree, but the dice say no.
You still...
I got to go up.
Alright, that's one abomination. The other abomination can't really... Well, I can go here. And then he just punches into Thrim as best as he can.
I don't like how he's separating himself.
First hit misses. Second hit is an 18.
Hits.
Okay. With his big meaty fist.
Hey, Lusha, you get to roll an attack.
I get to roll an attack, take 11 damage.
Alright.
Dang.
These guys don't fuck around.
No, but they are finding out.
That's true. There's a Canadian in the party. Of course they are.
Yep.
Oh, so that's when the extra thing shows up.
Yep.
Extended 10 feet. Yeah.
I forgot. I gotta put them back in the party. Nation. Yeah.
You doing all right
Don't
there?
breathe water, folks.
No, you're not a fish.
Not,
I
not
try not
recommended.
to.
Lynn?
I just said don't breathe water.
All right. That's its attack. Itra.
Itra move. Itra can't really see through Moonbeam. Now. Go swoosh kapow.
As a reference, this guy is big enough that you can see around Octave to hit it, or see around Thrim to hit it.
I'm playing into the sunlight sensitivity.
Okay.
Probably isn't strictly required, but I'm playing into it.
No, that's fair. That's fair. It is
And-
mostly cloudy all of the time.
Oh, I meant to roll that at advantage.
Yep. Which one are you targeting?
The one next to Octave with both beams.
Okay. The first
And
attack misses.
And then the second one.
The second attack misses. So both attacks seem to he seems to sway with it, and because you're avoiding trying to hit Thrim while you're doing it, both attacks kind of veer off into the distance.
Hey, Elephant Man, can you move, please?
Not while he's on top of me.
Uh,
But my kapow!
Aim better.
I love him.
Thrim is a man of few words, but each word is very cutting.
Listen, Thrim has -1 charisma and he uses every bit of it.
Oh, I love it. Fairy, it's your turn.
Okay, because I don't want to hit. I'm going to move my moonbeam. Can I? Let me remember here.
Are you moving it so it's slightly off kilter, over here?
Because that one is very damaged. This one's very damaged, right?
He
I
is
can
on
see
death's
that's very-
door. One
Okay,
could
then I'm
describe
gonna-
it as.
Yeah, I'm going to move my moonbeam around and to hit these guys.
Okay. Let
Yeah.
me roll up some con saves. This is the abomination.
Yes.
He fails. Great. Cool. Awesome. This might single-handedly kill both of them, depending on how well you roll.
Yeah, and that's uses my action. That's fine.
Come
'Cause
on.
that's
Let me see the character. Thank you. And next con save. I might have messed up on the abomination's cons. The faceless passes.
it just passes.
Yep. Roll
Damn.
your damage.
Okay, rolling them.
Statistically, I have to pass occasionally.
Yep.
All right, 30
damn.
damage. Kills this guy. He is dead.
Where am I dead?
He is dead. There is
Zeromus's theme seems appropriate for this.
15 goes to 7 goes to 14 because rounding. Might as well just take 15 damage. It is still alive, barely.
Barely.
When does that trigger? Is that the start of the turn?
Yes, at the start of their turn.
Wait, is your name Fairy or is it Fallery?
Fire.
Fallery.
I might.
That looked like an I, not an L.
It looks like
Fallery,
a capital I, but
Yeah. No, that's my bad. Fallery. All right, I'll say it right from now on.
It could be the joke of people calling so much of
Yeah,
the joke of people
that's-
adding an R to Kenda somehow, and I still
Yeah.
don't know how.
Kernda.
What?
Kendar.
Kendra is what people
Kendra.
have said. Yes.
Oh.
like,
I mean, I
yeah.
guess it is Kenda is an A or
Kendra.
Damn it.
Kendra is a common name.
I legit never heard it until And then just suddenly everybody's like, where the fuck are you getting this R from? There's no R in the name.
Yeah. All right. Cutting through the conversation, I want to try to get to the next fight, so we're gonna go with Thrim.
Okay.
Thrim again makes a slash with his scythe, but instead of the scythe, it's a vine thorn whip attack.
Yep.
So that is
Give me a hit. Give me a hit. Hit me. Hit me.
27.
That hits.
That hits.
Even I can say that.
Roll your damage.
And
Doesn't matter. He's dead.
5 damage.
He's dead.
Doesn't matter.
Yep. So you swing down. Hold on. It won't let me. So you swing down, and your whip just tears into it, and as it tears, you drag the body to the ground, and it stays like face down in the water. Its blood just kind of dripping down with the rain as it funnels into the lower city. Yep.
Yeah, and Thrim raises his trunk and kind of lets out a elephant roar.
Yay.
Yay!
We're in the middle of the city.
Yeah.
Look, that's only going to scare some people. It's not the weirdest thing that happens.
I'm not worried about the citizens.
Orom.
I'm just gonna pull out my sword and just attack this dude.
Yeah, no, that's fair. You hit.
Ooh, nice.
You needed to roll well before.
Wait, I hate to be that guy, but fighting style archery on a short sword?
Don't ask me, ask Lusha.
Oh, I built it that way. It's only the 17 still hits.
Okay.
And
Plus
it's like 5 piercing.
5 and it's dead. Dead.
Nice.
Yes. I don't even need to worry about that exhaustion. Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about it, but I'm assuming you guys want to take at least a short rest so you can get rid of that exhaustion.
Yes.
Yeah.
Probably.
If we can
Yeah.
afford to
And
take
during
them.
that short rest, I'd like to summon my familiar. I probably should have set that up earlier, but
I don't have a token for your familiar.
we can
so-
just have a placeholder for it.
Yeah.
Make it a Pikachu.
Make it a Pikachu. Yes, make it a Pikachu.
This is what I have on me.
That
I'll
works.
call that a Pikachu.
This is
I mean, Corey calls his fucking scamp creature a Pikachu, so good enough.
yeah. Let me make a. Put this in Sherm.
While you're putting that in, I'll put this information in chat
Save chat.
because I'm a Pact of the Chain warlock.
Back of the chain. Your actual familiar is not a shark. It is more of a sprite. Think, like a Fern Gully like fairy.
And I'm calling it Pikachu.
I cannot stop you from doing that.
What is a Pikachu?
Or like where or why a Pikachu.
Why do we need to know where the Pikachu is?
But yes.
The
Um,
Pikachu's right here.
So
Exactly.
as Skrag like calms down from his rage, he immediately lays down in the water and just kind of just stares up at the clouds like, man, why do I feel tired? What is the universe?
Skrag friend, wake up.
Ah.
Ah.
You're not asleep, but you definitely feel tired.
We have good big hit out there. Good big hit.
Oh, good. Then,
Yes.
not good now.
Not good now.
Yeah. Before you, not too far away, you actually were at nearby it, is the doors leading into the cathedral. They are big double doors like you would see in some sort of fortress, though there's definitely smaller doors that seem to be more for visitors coming in and out. Those doors are not barred, but they are closed. I understand that exhaustion is only removed by long rests, but for the prospect of making this game a little bit easier, we are going to have exhaustion be removed by a short rest. At least the frenzy exhaustion.
That's fair.
I bow to you.
I'm bringing that up because chat brought it up, and I don't mind. Again, long-term campaign, definitely something we would reconsider. But short-term, we are going to...
Short term, short rest.
Short rest. Yeah, short-term, we're just going to use short rest. Sherm, you get back all your spell slots too.
Hey.
After about like 30 minutes to an hour, Skrag, the fatigue fades and you're feeling a bit more rested, ready to go. You're like, all right, cool, let's go in. So as you approach the gates, you see some flickering torches. In the distance, make perception checks. About.
Okay.
Everybody give me a perception check. It is important.
Wait, real quick, Lusha, I just thought of something.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
why don't we say that, like, my familiar is saying, I am a pixie, and I'm just like, you are Pikachu!
Pikachu. No, I am.
And it's like,
I am the pixie.
pixie.
I am the pixie Chew. My
Wait,
name
does
is
anyone have
Chew.
advantage on
It is the
pers-
pixie. The pixie's name is Chew.
I
Yes.
can't figure out.
I love it. I love it. That's perfect.
It's just take the first number, so it'd be the
Take the
11.
first number. I can fix it for you guys real quick.
Yeah.
I thought I fixed it for you already, Len, but I guess I didn't.
Why did you roll persuasion?
There.
Perception.
Because I saw a P. And I didn't.
No,
My
no.
bad. There we go.
We're not talking to the lamps.
Anybody else still rolling advantage that needs to be fixed?
Mine maybe. I think.
Yeah, mine's rolling advantage as well.
Yeah.
Yours should query still. So if it rolled advantage, it's because you had advantage at some point. You didn't tell it to go back to normal rolls.
Oh.
You have to tell it to go back to normal rolls.
Oh,
I
see.
just fixed yours, Octave. You're good.
Where would I tell it to go back to normal?
When you click the roll, it'll ask normal, advantage, disadvantage. Just tell it to go back to normal then.
Well, when I clicked it, I didn't get that.
Yeah. Oh, that's weird. It's set to query, so I don't know why it wasn't.
Try it again. See what happens.
Confirmation that we're taking my first number I rolled there.
Yep,
Just
we're taking
sure.
your first number. It's just a test.
Okay.
Nope. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just rolling it.
no.
I don't know why. I have it set to query. It's just not doing it. So, oh well. All right.
Shenanigans.
Thrim 17, Bongo 17, Skrag 18, Knaz 17, Fairy and 11, and I'm going to take your first number, so 19 for Itra.
Oh, okay. Cool.
All right.
What do you mean? It was persuasion.
The dice number he rolled was still a 19, so I added the +0 perception to it.
Oh.
So I'm taking the 19 he rolled and just saying the +0. So everybody but Fari. Sorry if I keep calling you Fairy. That's just what I'm saying, but I'll try to remember. Everybody but Fari. You hear something on the wind. An eerie noise that you can't quite place. Fari, it's raining. You're really sick of it raining.
Fuck.
I'm gonna send something to my two little kobold friends. It doesn't, that eerie noise you hear reminds you of the village that you grew up and the night that it was destroyed. The noise is similar, but not the same. You're not sure, you can't pinpoint why that this is unlocked a memory inside of you. But that is what you guys both sense. Like, you can't quite make the leap of like, why does this sound familiar? But it eerily reminds you of that night.
Right. That what Itra think it is?
Skrag feeling very unsure all of a sudden.
Good.
Must find noise. Must find noise. Friends, you hear noise?
Hold on, let's go over what we know.
Valerie, when somebody
So-
points out the noise, you start to notice it too. Though you don't hear anything other than just an odd, like, on the wind noise.
Like, can you describe the sound a little bit?
Sound
Oh, fun.
Sounds-
Mm.
familiar, but
Sounds like
also
a
different.
But it's not like,
Winter lantern.
yeah, that's actually a pretty good descriptor. For what you
Like a what?
for what you
Like a what?
hear.
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Sherm, have you ever played Bloodborne? If not, I'll send you the soundbite.
Please send me the soundbite.
Hey!
It is similar, but not. Don't assume that's the full noise. Just assume that's what you hear right now.
Yeah.
You can just post that also, then, just so that everybody else can hear it in the one-shot collection place. That way, anybody who
Alright.
wants to go hear it can.
So it's not the tune. I'll post it. Yeah, just in. It's not the tune, but it's the type of sound.
Yeah.
Should I post it in the Twitch chat as well?
You can post it in the Twitch chat as well. I'll play it.
And Lynn for posting links.
Oh, what? Only Lusha can do that.
And yourself.
I guess I technically
Yeah, that is
can.
very close to the sound you hear.
Yeah. The way that you like made the noise, I'm like, okay, immediately that to me sounds like a winter lantern.
Oh, I think I've actually heard this before. Even though I've not played Bloodborne.
The meme of them is really popular as
That's
well because they are
probably why.
stupid. God, winter lanterns suck.
God,
All right,
yeah,
bring it.
I can definitely see why.
You know, I did just buy Bloodborne the other day at GameStop, so
Yep. All right, I'll bring it back. Much as we like the Dark the
Anywho.
Soulsborne series, we're gonna bring it back to the moment. So,
Yeah.
you guys are here outside this that's over outside this castle. You're outside this fortress, and this is the noise you hear. Lynn, you were saying something. You were saying something to slow Skrag and Itra down a bit.
Yeah, I want to go over what we learned from that goblin doctor. Which is that people have been going missing around here after being asked for help by an old lady who used to be parts of the Knights of the Blood?
Knights of the Royal Blood.
Knights of the Royal Blood. I was close.
Yep, very close. The lady's name is Cassidy.
Cassidy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Itra, sorry. Itra wasn't listening. Sorry.
Something to note for those who passed the Arcana check earlier. Faceless and abominations are called to areas that are drowned in negative emotion as well as positive emotion. They tend to form larger groups around negative emotion where they can, for lack of a better term, breed / make more of themselves. For abominations, it's more of a feeding pit. For faceless, it's more of a community.
Okay. So, with that in mind, how do we go about this?
Must find noise. It
Okay,
familiar.
but how?
Front door's
Well,
over there.
You hear noise? You hear noise? You go to noise.
Must come from somewhere.
Yes.
They are
See?
correct.
Uh,
They are correct.
the two
Skrag-
kobolds are
Skrag's
pointing
smart.
vaguely towards the door as they say this because that's where the noise is coming from. Like it's coming from the
What-
building.
Oh, it's coming from inside the building.
From
Okay.
inside the building.
You just said it was on the wind, so.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make it clear. It's coming from the building.
Okay.
Well, we got it answered. Skrag, you going first.
I was also about to volunteer Skrag.
Thrim holds up his paw and says, or hand, Skrag, before you go, he reaches out and touches him, stars blessing upon you, and uses his guidance cantrip to give him a extra D4 on his next ability check.
Let's go,
Yeah.
Oh, suddenly reinvigorate. Oh, it's
Okay, you
nice.
guys are on the city map. Cool.
Since we're not in combat, can I, like, put myself, like, beside the door?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, just in case, ready to attack if need be?
Oh yeah. Yeah. So, Skrag, you open the door?
Itra right behind Skrag. Go, go, go.
I'm asking Kojin, do you open the door?
No, not yes. Before open door, going to make sure of something.
What?
And I'm going to do let me see. Would I be able to would I be able to do like a perception check to see if there's anything interesting about the door?
Perception or insight, yeah.
I will do that plus the D4. Yeah, see, it's just doing that thing again. Huh. And then let me do the D4 from Thrim. There, 1D4 plus 2, so 18.
18. Yep. So the noise, you can hear the noise. It's not coming from necessarily the next room, but with the door. It's not barred. And it has, the big thing you notice is that there's scrapings on the stone that kind of show that this door is being regularly used. Like, this door opens and closes often.
Will it be easy to open? No need to bust down door.
We wouldn't want to make that kind of noise anyway.
All right.
Just in case, me ready to bust down door with big
Yep.
boom boom.
So,
Yeah.
as you open the door, Skrag, it opens outward, so you have to actually reach up and pull it outward. But again, as you noted, this thing it's not locked, and it opens easy. There's no, like, you would think a door like this would actually have, like, very screeching loud hinges, but it just smoothly opens up, and that noise you hear again starts to coalesce, and you're still just not sure what is up about it, but you do feel compelled to go to it. It is coming from the it seems to be like there's a big stairwell that seems to go up. There also seems to be a door off to your left. And it seems to be echoing up from that. Like, it's less a door, more an arch, but there's like an area off to your left, and you go towards
An entryway.
An entryway. Yeah. There's also one to the right, but there's no noise coming from that way.
Before we enter, Thrim casts Pass Without Trace.
Ooh. Oh, I like this spell.
Ooh.
Plus 10 stealth to everybody.
Everybody. Yep.
Please.
Nice.
Hey, has anybody seen Lynn? She just disappeared.
She's gone.
Wait, you could see
No.
me?
Naz is just a figment of your imagination. You're pretty sure you made it up.
While Thrim makes it all quieter, just
Wait,
ears
I'll
perk
do you
up.
one better.
No.
You're invisible.
You're just
It's until
So
you
Itra's
move, though.
invisible, and I'm a figment of your imagination now.
Yeah, but Itra also has to move to keep up with the party, so eventually he has to become visible again. But yeah,
Yeah.
With this idea, I assume everybody give me a stealth check. I'm going to take it as a group. I'm
Alright.
not going to penalize any person for it. So even if
Alright.
somebody rolls low,
I meant to do the plus 10.
it's okay. It automatically plus 10s.
Why?
There you go, Thrim got it.
Why?
Thrim
Why do
just
I roll a nat 20 on this?
Let's go!
Let's go.
fall-
Sneaky elephant.
Yeah, so that's should be a 14.
Yep. I'm just waiting on Lynn's amazing roll to come in next. There it
Holy
goes.
shit.
So While
Turns invisible on the spot.
I really am a figment of your imagination.
while Falry struggles with the sneaking, between Thrim and Knaz, all of you manage to go down the left hallway. And as it gets closer, the noise gets louder. More specifically, it no longer sounds like one noise. Give me insight checks. Very specifically insight checks, not perception checks.
Oh, my character sheet's already up.
There we go. Thrim gets it. Most anybody who rolls above a 15 will get this.
Okay,
I got
So-
12. No.
So Falry, Itra,
Barely done,
and
right?
Thrim get it. I'm also going to give I'm going to give it to Skrag because Skrag also heard it a little bit better, so their DC would be a bit lower. So
Yeah, I guess because I had clued in on the song in like the first place. So
Right,
yeah,
right,
that makes
right.
sense.
yeah. So guys, it doesn't sound like one noise. It sounds like horrific screaming. The sounds of hundreds of people horrifically screaming in agony and despair.
Oh, that's why it sounds like when our village was burned.
This is
you
why it
fucking
sounds like when
monster.
your guys' village
You
specific.
fucking monster!
Oh,
It-
we haven't
Itra,
got to
now-
me being a fucking monster yet. For those of my
Remembering-
fans who are World of Warcraft fans,
Oh no!
this so I have dubbed this synchrony, but the image I used is shit, what's his name from Nexramus? Shit. Somebody in chat tell me, I don't remember.
I know who this is. I can't remember the name.
Yeah.
Your guess is as good as mine. I wasn't a WoW person.
Yep.
Yeah, same here.
So I'm going to read to you, because I'm super proud of this, I'm going to read to you my description of this character from the bestiary I've been writing about this setting. I want it known, this bestiary is written from the point of view of an adventurer who is running into these things in the wild. So this is written from somebody's point of view.
Oh no.
It's actually done specifically, this is done in memorial, this setting is done in memorial of a dear friend of mine, Ravenstalker. I written this from the point of view of a character of hers and mine called Saris, who you did meet earlier.
Yeah.
But here is the lore of this character. I'm super excited. We'll get into the fight part in a bit. For reference, Varus is the god of light. So, dear sweet merciful Varus, mother, what have you done? The next paragraph devolves into scribbles of why and what have you done over again. Finer print takes over. My dear friend Saris is unable to continue this log. To spare her the horror of recalling this thing, I, Malefica of House Thornwood, shall try and do this injury the justice it deserves. This monster was called by its creator Synchrony. It seems to be some sort of fusion patchwork of mortals woven together with some sort of necromantic ritual. As far as we can tell, the people used in this ritual were very much alive when they were added to this grotesque horror.
Oh.
According to our notes, no less than 700 people have gone missing over the last 7 years from the area that Synchrony was found. Or no, 1,114 have gone missing from the last 7 years from the area where Synchrony was found. With everything else going on, we assumed the beasts got them. Turns out a different monster had taken them. For all its necromantic origins, this wrench is not weak to faith or flame. It somehow eats anything powered by electricity, whether it be magical or machine. Sadly, the last knowledge cost a dear friend of mine their life.
Fuck is wrong with you, man?
A lot of things.
Well, good news.
Not
I
a
think
list
that-
we should get into right now, I think.
Well, good news. I think the doctor's gonna have a few more hearts and lungs to use.
Yep. So yes,
Mhm.
this thing is Synchrony, known as Synchrony the Multitude.
Apparently, it's Thaddeus, by the way.
Yeah, it's Thaddeus from. Yeah, and it was taken. The sponsorship of this was wholesale Thaddeus from the thing. As you enter, I only put 2 down. So these are not braziers; they are large metallic devices.
Oh dear.
They seem to be crackling and humming.
Oh no.
As you enter the room and really start to see and feel the physical forces of the screaming, I want you all to give me a wisdom saving throw, DC 17.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Wisdom saving throw.
Ari failed. Skrag has
Hey.
passed.
Would
Wow.
this
Itra has
happen to be
Huh?
against being frightened?
It's against despair, which I will count as a frightened condition. So yes, you can use your advantage.
Okay.
Orom has failed. Knaz has failed. Thrim has passed.
Yeah.
Skrag and Thrim, nothing bad happens to either of you. I might have posted Octave twice at the bottom of the map. Yeah,
Yes.
I did. Who did I miss?
I am not in the building.
Yep, I missed Orom. I must have grabbed Thrim and Orom are right next to each other, so I must have grabbed them by mistake. Everybody else is inflicted with despair. I
Oh
will be
no.
What does that do?
Despair makes your next saving throw and attack be at disadvantage.
Okay.
That's it. And it only lasts
Just
the
your
next
next?
one. Just your next.
Only the next one?
I didn't want to make
Not
it too.
all of them?
I didn't want to make it too overbearing. Also, you're under the impression he can't give it to you again.
Under the impression. Lol.
You are under the impression this is only bothering you once.
Wait, Lusha, we missed someone else.
Who?
Pikachu.
Your
I can't click and drag him. Oh,
no,
man.
you can't click and drag him. I have to edit his token, so he's that's
The music I'm listening to is highly appropriate for this.
that is the wrong person. Edit. Maybe edited and controlled by Sherm.
Native.
Okay,
I
there
should
we go.
find the one I want to listen to.
Yeah, there we go.
I did.
Thank you, Lusha.
I'm listening to Puella
Wait,
Insomnia.
Lusha, didn't I pass it?
Did you pass it?
I rolled a 19.
Oh yeah, you did pass it. You do not have the. You do not have it.
The two who recognize the sound most easily are not affected.
No. For those of you, the sound basically, like, for Skrag, you're just mad. This thing reminds you of the worst night of your life. Thrim, I just have the feeling is more in tune with the world, and so just resists being this kind of frightened. It's something that doesn't typically bother him. As well as Itra, on the flip side, just kind of has already compartmentalized / gotten over the worst night of his life. So, yep. This is the mid-boss. You can set yourself up anywhere along this line in the room. While you guys set yourself up, anywhere you want in that line, as long as you are behind it, like to the south of it.
Please stand behind the yellow line.
Please stand behind the yellow line. 4 notes. There is cages along the east and west side, northeast and northwest side, that seem to be filled with bodies. Some of them are faceless bodies. There's a couple. There might even be an abomination in there. A lot of them are just human bodies, elf bodies, halfling bodies. Few kobolds thrown in there. The odd Loxodon.
Are they?
They're dead.
Like even the faceless and the abomination?
Anything that has a token is not dead.
Okay, I thought so.
The abomination seems to be eating what's in its cage. Most of it is gone. The faceless seem to be for lack of a better term, newly changed.
Oh, we can still see a lot of their features.
No, their features are fully gone. Like they're fully faceless, so they are plastic, but you can tell they're wearing whatever clothes they were found in, and the clothes are fresh. They don't seem to have that worn, torn look that most faceless you deal with have.
Okay.
But yeah,
I'm back.
welcome back. You can set up anywhere behind this line.
Okay.
While we're setting up, I'm editing Pikachu's sheet. I pulled up Sprite,
Yep,
so I'll take care of that.
that's fine. I don't know what your characters can do. Also, Octave, can you see your shapeshift?
I can see it in like my
Journal?
journal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should be able to click and drag it as well. You have let me make sure you have control. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yep, I did it right. So you don't have to shift right now, it is just that is the image
Right.
that I found, and
Yeah. It's gonna hang out off to the side here until if I
Yeah.
decide to use it.
alright. So I am gonna time box this for about another hour or end of raid time as it would normally be. So that is where we'll call it. So this might last longer than that. I created a lot of really cool features for this fight, and I'm super excited to go in. This was the first fight I designed for this campaign and made me commit to this one.
Nice.
Yeah. So, yep. Just as a reminder, because I know Kenda said she stepped away for a moment. These razors right here are large metal devices that seem to
nice.
be humming and thrumming with power.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Is this where everybody wants to be?
Yeah.
I think so.
All right, let's open the turn order. I'm not gonna roll for faceless until I need to. I am just gonna roll.
Might not be enough.
I need to give him a dex modifier.
Lusha, something I realized during the previous initiative that I rolled, if I was reading this correctly, and just back me up on this, I saw I have something the feral instinct. I have advantage on initiative rolls.
Yep, you roll advantage, so roll it twice.
Okay, all right. See, I did not do that last time. That's why I was at 3.
Yep.
Didn't add
So-
me to the list again.
Okay, I can add you to the list in a second. Hold on. I'm just.
All right, I'm gonna just make sure I click, and then. Oh, perfect.
All right. Initiative.
And that's a nat 20.
Oh, almost together, strong.
Well, I'm gonna get really potentially hurt in this opener.
Yeah.
Orom. Thing. Throw his initiative in there. Alright. What did you actually get? 22. This is 23. Itra is 21. Fari, Thrim. Synchrony is in there. I will might as well just because I'm here. Commendation.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I'm a little bit worried about what happens when I pierce this thing with my arrow.
You should be worried what happens when you roll a 1 with this thing.
Hopefully that won't happen.
Yeah, we're about to find out, aren't we? Thinking of about to find out. Lynn, you are up first.
Yeah, what a shock.
Actually, it's very close considering.
Oh yeah, I know. I see how close it is, but like, hello, have you met me?
Yeah. You know, very
Okay,
close.
We're gonna do all of my fun things.
Yep.
Oh,
These
first,
cages
let's see if
stand about 15 feet tall. This room is about 30 feet tall. This thing head is almost brushing against the roof.
Okay, high ground is not gonna do me any favors.
I mean, the high ground gets you off the floor, but you can hit it from. It can see you from anywhere.
Yeah, and it can hit me from anywhere.
Yeah.
Alright, I don't even want to know what this fucker's armor class is.
He a thick boy.
I forget. Do I roll this with advantage to start or no?
Yes.
I thought so. Roll that bitch with advantage. Does that hit?
It does.
Okay. So we do longbow piercing. And then I need to roll how many for sneak attack?
Roll the
46?
piercing again.
Okay.
Alright, it's got -3, so 6 plus 6 plus 4 is 16. And then 8d6. Which is slash R space. Yep.
Got it.
Same damage as before. Lots of ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, this build's very good for boss fights. Actually, hold on. And then I've got a tracked. Hold on. What does he have? What I think he has? He, it, they. I think I'm going to use they, them pronouns, but not because they're non-binary, but because they are in fact
They are
them.
multiple people.
Yeah.
The same rule of applying to the DBZ fusions.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. Nope. That's fine. Okay. That's Lynn's turn.
Yeah, bonus action try to hide because this thing has eyeballs.
Thing has eyeballs.
I am prepared to feel stealthy.
Yep.
Wait,
Although
are
I
you
realize
s-
I'm also out in
Are
the
you
open.
saying Tank has eyes?
So I sure hope they do.
Healers have eyes.
I hope they do too.
Look away from Tank.
Len has eyes.
I wouldn't look away from this tank.
I sure hope
You
I
feel
do.
you feel stealthy.
I feel stealthy. That's a pretty good stealth roll.
Yeah. How do I GM?
But
roll?
also, this thing is they them, not because they are non-binary, but because they are multiple people. So I'm aware of that as well. Thank you.
All right, I'm gonna GM roll out here with me.
I'm really glad that when
Cool.
I pierced it, it didn't just like the hole didn't just start making noise.
Ooh. It's the first time you've rolled that good. All right, continue. Orom's turn.
Well, I'm obviously going to use Hunter's Mark.
Yep. Hunter's mark with the arrows in the sky.
Why would you not? Like, really?
No, I like that. I like that from chat.
Yeah.
Lynn, I'm gonna change that from you feel stealthy to you hope to God you are stealthy.
That's fair. That is genuinely fair.
Hope to the goddess Varus that you are stealthy.
I am going to. Wait, what? Going to.
Because I don't know anything about this foe. Nothing.
Over there real quick, and then I'm going to shoot this dude. Shoot him twice.
Yep. Alright.
So,
First shot.
Oh, I don't like you that you're over there by yourself.
That's a crit.
yeah, well, yeah.
Why is it red?
Purple.
Mm,
Roll crit. Roll damage. It did roll the. Hold on. Let me look at your character sheet. How did I fuck something up? No crit range 20 proficient. X, you shouldn't. Okay, no, never mind. It did everything right. For some reason, it just turns purple for your crit damage.
and then a
And roll
D6.
2d6 for your hunter's mark.
Oh, I need to. Okay, that's one.
Okay, so that is 12 plus 4 is 16 plus 4 is 20 plus 22. Oh, I know which version of his health bar I'm using now.
And
I'm sorry, you have two versions?
I had 2 depending on how many. I have 4 depending on how many players were playing. If there were
And
4
then-
players, it was X number. If there were 6 players, it was X number. If there were 8 players, it was X number. And if you guys were extremely good at damage, there was a 4th higher number.
It's the
Give us
fourth
that-
one, isn't it?
No, it's
Give
the
us the
it's
highest
the
number.
it's. I mean, if,
Give us the highest number, you coward.
all right, you guys get the highest number.
Term?
That attack missed, Bongos.
Okay.
I'll go update the
What
number.
is this fucking armor class?
Well, good question.
Yes.
Somewhere between 14 and 23.
No, somewhere between 16 and 29.
That's even worse.
No, 23 is right. 23 is right. 16 and 23.
23? Okay.
Those numbers are for my eyes only.
Except I can totally stream snipe you.
That would be
Listen.
really good, except for one thing. The
Yeah,
stream I have
I
this
see it.
character sheet in is the computer I have this character sheet in is not this stream.
Yeah, I see that. The
Ooh.
armor class is blank.
What, you didn't think I had thought about this? I have been working on both of my computers to see which one would be better for this. The answer is I couldn't get OBS on my computer software, and my Mac software is shit, so I went with this one. Alright, that's Orom's turn, I think.
You thought you had outsmarted my outsmarting.
Skrag.
Hmm.
He a good
Oh, my
distance
phone, that's
away,
good.
and he about
Mhm.
10 U's in height.
I don't think that's about to stop him. He madge.
Let's see. So we measure.
Have about 40 feet, I believe, of walk.
So I could get up to about there.
Yeah.
I'm so worried about those cages.
I think that's a good instinct.
I actually have shockingly good instincts.
Not a bad instinct.
I look over to Itra and just be like, just give a little nod to the left, just like, and just gonna run 40
I'm sorry,
feet.
how much fucking movement does he have?
40.
Barbarians get an
No.
extra plus 10 movement.
No, I'm watching Lusha's stream.
I mean, he has as much movement as I want, but no.
Oh. Well,
Okay.
The answer is he's
Enough.
30 feet tall with the average build of a human. So he's as fast as you think he might be.
He's
Got a
fast
big step.
enough.
Beep beep, pain train's coming.
He's fast enough.
Yep.
once I move, these are the faceless in the cages. Just
Yes,
these ones.
they
right?
are in the
So
cage.
they are in the cages.
Yep.
Okay.
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
11.
11. Yeah.
Yep, so these are the faceless in the cages. You didn't notice anything in particular, but these are the faceless in the cages.
Okay.
The cages are closed. They're not opened.
That's good. Okay.
Close for now.
Yeah.
I want to see. Let's see. I don't really have a need to attack anything yet. So, would I be able to? Would I be able to ready my sentinel in case Big Boy walks past me?
I mean, your range is that far, so if he walks like past you in that direction, yes, you can try that, but it depends
He
on
has
which
to walk
direction he
towards
goes.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just on the off chance that he tries to get close enough while he's walking that direction.
Yep. All right. That would be so. Is that it for you? You ready your action for the Sentinel reaction?
Yes, I'm ready for the Sentinel reaction. That's about as much as I feel like doing for now.
Okay, sounds good. Before Itra goes, one of the pylons begins to charge with electricity, and the electricity fires into this guy.
He eats all things electrical.
Why won't you let me do anything, please? Thank you.
Be careful with the zappy zaps.
Oh,
What is
which
that? What is that? What is that?
It's a dot.
What if,
Don't ignore that.
dot.
And
what if we boom boom?
What is
that?
and that happens.
For the record, I am dumb and don't know what any of the symbols on this mean, so
It's
I don't know.
the dot is a marker for me specifically.
There's a variety of symbols. They don't necessarily mean anything. It's just based
Yes,
on what Lusha
it
says.
depends. So the bows in the back is Hunter's Mark. I also forgot you guys were supposed to have disadvantage on your first swings, but that's fine. I'll remember for the next round.
Okay.
You still have despair for going forward.
Well, so I should have rolled normally then,
Yes. But
because I have advantage.
yeah, but for now we won't worry about it. I don't think that
Okay.
changed anything with your roll because I think you rolled advantage anyways, and both those hit.
Yeah, my first.
Nope. Oh no, one of those actually would have missed. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep it for now and not worry about it.
Okay.
All right. You do notice he seems to come alive a bit more, and his eyes glow brighter.
Oops.
Or them. Their eyes grow brighter, and they begin to seemingly loosen their shoulders. And Itra, your turn.
So how do you want to do turns for Pikachu? Do you want to have
He
the
moves it
same
your
turn as
turn.
me?
He moves it your turn.
Okay. Okay.
They
Cool.
they move whatever whatever you give it. It's a fairy.
Pikachu move on Pikachu turn.
Pixie Chew, please. I've told you my name is Pixie Chew. I am the Pixie Chew.
You're funny, Shep.
Pikachu, go. Only 10 feet of movement, unfortunately. Well,
Yeah.
no, wait, no. Sorry. They're flying, so 40.
Yeah, they fly. You have 40 feet of movement.
They fly now?
Yeah, they fly now.
So I'm
Pikachu,
gonna
learn to
have.
fly.
I'm gonna Pikachu fly all the way over here.
Yep.
And you're gonna hate me for this.
Yeah, that's fine. Invisible.
So Pikachu turns invisible.
Yep. Pikachu feels stealthy. Pikachu hopes to Chew hopes to Christ it's stealthy. It hopes to all of Titania's will that it is stealthy. It can't
What
see
is
me,
this thing
right?
down by?
Right?
Oh, it's a shapeshifter.
that is Thrim's form change that he can do as a druid.
Mm.
Yeah, because of his circle, he turns into a constellation creature. So the best I could find is a constellation dragon.
Okay.
I'll take it.
Dragon is one of the options.
Yeah. I couldn't find anything good for the other two, so I
Yeah.
just was like, here's your one. You tell me what it does, but I only could find the one. Everything else was just an eldritch abomination.
As it should be.
Cthulhu like looking thing, and I'm just like, and none of them look like constellations, so I'm like, okay, I just can't. Alright, so that was Itra's turn? Or is there something else you wanted to do?
Yes, I would. Itra want cast fairy magic, fairy fire.
Okay, fairy fire. Let's do one reaction for being damaged.
Wait,
yeah,
sorry.
you
Whoops.
can't fairy fire yet.
I copied that. The reaction. It's an action, not a reaction.
Okay.
I had copied that over from Hellish Rebuke. My bad.
Dexterity saving throw.
Oh.
It is my bad one. My second bad one. I don't know why it's still.
Let me draw that. Real quick.
14. I don't know what your save is. But...
Oops. Wait, how do I delete it? How do I delete?
You can't delete it. It's in there. Don't worry about it. What's your save? What's the save for it?
14.
Okay, so I passed the save. So I think it just doesn't affect me.
Correct.
So yeah,
Doesn't
you.
it resist fire anyway?
It's fairy fire, so it's like magic lights.
Yep. So you cast it, and you feel the magic leave your body, but like you're pretty sure nothing happened. You see, like you can see the lights, but you're like, it's not outlined like it's supposed to be. And it's big, so it feels like it should be a big outline.
Pretty lights? Pretty lights? Everyone see pretty lights, right?
Mm.
The answer is no. The rest of you do not see this guy light up like a Christmas tree. Like a fiber optic Christmas tree.
Skrag just tilts his head, just like, "Meh?"
Alright.
Do we need to go back to that doctor after this?
Got replacement ice!
How many lights do you see? There are no lights.
There are no lights in Bossing say. Alright. Thrim.
Thrim takes his crystal, which is his star map he was using earlier, and holds it aloft, and casts Guiding Bolt on the
Nice.
monster.
Monster.
Hell yeah.
The multitude.
Yes. So, spell attack. Critical miss. Fuck.
Alright. Cool. I get to
No.
do the thing.
Oh no.
I get to do the thing. I'm
I am
so
scared.
happy.
Okay.
On a critical failure, I have to go down to what I did for magic. As you cast the spell, before it gets to it, it sizzles out.
No.
Like halfway there, you watch as the guiding bolt fades from existence.
Not very guided, is it?
Magic.
No.
And I
magic
just
no-
want to note
magic
he
no
has
work?
another dot.
Yeah, he does.
I have 2 dots now.
Let's do dots
In
now.
fact, have what we'd call a dot.
Dot, no dot, dot.
Magic no work? Magic no work?
Okay.
As a bonus action, I will take my archer celestial form.
Yep. Sounds good. Also, from your sight, you watched as this thing absorbed the spell. Like, it ate it out of midair.
Yep. Cool.
Alright. Alright.
I'd just like you guys to know that this entire time, Tarita and Otojin have just been chilling in a hot tub.
Yep.
I've
That sounds chill.
been.
Can I join you?
You can pop over to the FCS if you'd like, yeah.
Alright.
Oh, you meant in game. I thought we were talking about
Yeah.
IRL.
Yeah.
I don't
No.
live in Texas!
I assumed it was in game. Kenda, it is your
Yeah.
turn.
I don't know how I'd make it that far in one day just for a hot tub. Like, damn.
Fuck it. Hot tub's worth it.
Alright.
Is it?
I mean, depends on where, but yeah. But I am gonna bring it back to the game right now. So Kenda.
Okay. Yeah. I'm going to use a moonbeam on that guy.
Yep. You
This
guess.
is gonna work.
What's the save on that one? Dex?
It's Constitution.
Oh, Constitution. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Oh.
he's gonna pass.
Probably.
Yeah, but he
Depends on what
takes-
I roll like crap. Okay. Yeah, he
Okay.
takes the damage.
Yeah, we're good then. We're good.
Alright. Roll damage.
Yeah. 'Cause even then, yeah, it's not like it's negated if he succeeds. It's just half damage. Fuck you.
Okay, he takes 3 damage.
Okay.
Does not seem to affect him in the same way it affected the abominations.
Okay. Doesn't help. I rolled 3.
Yep. Alright.
Then. So I have Yeah, I'll just move up a little bit. 5. Yeah, that's a. I'll move that.
All right, I've got 6 targets. Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Big hell.
He's got big feet. He got a long stride.
Big feet is
We need a jump scare warning for this.
Warning, this is a horror setting, and this guy is, like, really fucking tall.
I could hear like the vine boom sound effect as he moved that fast in an instant.
Ugh.
It's okay, that was only like 3 steps for him.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright,
That's
we're gonna hit... let's see, who can I hit? Well,
Praying to Christ, I'm stealthy.
Bari, give me an athletics, or acrobatics check. DC 16.
Wait. Athletics, you said?
Yep.
Or acrobatics.
Or acrobatics, I think.
Yep. Either or.
Yeah, athletics as well. Athletics, yep. Yeah, +6. Yeah.
It reaches down to try to grab you, but you do barely,
But that's a bear.
barely, by the way, resist the grab.
Resist the grab.
Yeah.
So is grabbed and slips out.
Yeah, basically is grabbed, but slips between its fingers before it gets you.
You managed to tech the throw. Nice job.
Yeah. So that's one of its 2 actions. Since it couldn't seem to grab you, it'll take its bigger meteor fists and try to hit you.
Okay.
I did call it bigger meteor fists.
Oh
I
my
rolled
fucking-
double 1.
Let's
Wow.
go.
This is glaring
Okay,
at
what
me.
happened?
DM's got bad luck. Let's go.
It just punches the ground next to Fari. It misjudged the hit. It's like,
Okay,
It's
but bad
much
things happen to
smaller
us
than
when
I
we
was
roll
expecting it to
ones.
be. It's
It's getting used to its large body still.
look.
It's like
For a perspective, it is trying to hit an ant with a fist.
Are you implying that I don't have 100% accuracy against ants?
I'm saying he
Because
does.
because you're
This
right.
doesn't. It doesn't. They don't.
because you're right.
I have 100% accuracy against ants with a shoe.
What? The starboard?
All right.
Oh,
Well,
Kenda.
that is its action. We're gonna skip past the other ones. It is
Me.
Lynn.
This time with disadvantage, right?
Naz gets this
Stab,
attack
stab.
with a disadvantage, unless you spend the bonus action to aim.
Okay.
You can make it.
But now you have to inform me if I'm hidden or not.
I have to inform you if you hit. You are not hidden.
No?
No.
Okay.
I rolled an 18 on the dice. It just saw you right away. That was before even factoring in its plus to perception, which is not small.
Okay. Yeah, we'll take the bonus to aim.
Yep.
So I roll normally for my longbow?
You roll normally for your longbow.
Do shooty shoot. Shooty shoot.
Yes, I'm shooting. What-
Was that a 1? Was that a 1? No. Damn it. Okay, you no
But it
longer
does
have.
not get through.
Intimidated by the fact that you are eagerly wanting a 1.
I want a 1. I want everybody to give me 1. Give me all the 1s.
But that does not hit.
I have a feature for every type of attack that rolls a 1. It is not a hit.
Oh jeez.
You basically plink off of its thick body.
Alright, I'm gonna use
DCC.
I'm gonna use my movement.
Yep.
Where doth and go. Because, wow, we are all... Why did we split the party?
We
Oh.
never said we were smart.
You are talking to a -1 intelligence warlock.
I can't fucking go
minus the fucking
anywhere
barbarian.
here. Holy shit,
I'll
I
choose a
can't.
group.
This fucking... I can't go anywhere. I can't
Lynn,
even...
you've been with us long enough to
Bongos.
know that we share one singular brain cell.
I can't even reach Bongos. God.
And I'm very much moving next turn.
Like, I really can't go anywhere.
We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. We gotta wait for 2 more people's turn. Come on.
I think it was... Hold on, now I have to check again.
You
which
can
frickin-
pick up and right-click when you have your token hovering, and that'll also give you a view.
Oh, I'm pinging, sorry.
Yeah.
I pick up and then right-click. Oh,
Yep.
yeah, I see.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yep.
We're just gonna... And
It's-
yeah, okay. And yeah, since I've already used my bonus action, that's it for me.
Okay. Orom.
Okay. We're gonna. I'm gonna run next to Pikachu over here. Right now.
Close to Thrim.
I'm just gonna shoot him twice and see what the hell happens.
Yep. Go right
With
ahead.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage for the first one.
Okay.
That is a miss. Sad.
Second one.
Second one, normal. No disadvantage. That's a
That's
hit.
a hit.
That's a
God.
hit.
Yeah, it is.
Thank God.
Yeah, you get it in the head.
And then I need to do a d6.
Yep. Plus 13. Okay, yep, that's a hit.
Yep.
Alright. Skrag, you're up.
All right. 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm going to move a bit closer to one of the devices.
Okay.
Not immediately next to it, but I'll be about 10 feet away.
I keep forgetting that I
And
want to attack one of
Your
those.
the hairs on the I don't know how this works for lizards. You just
Would it be
yeah,
like,
never mind.
we
Just
feel,
like yeah,
we
no,
feel
it's
like we feel like a tingly
you feel a tingle,
all
yeah.
over all over our scales.
You feel a tingle all over your scales. There's like a weird feeling about these things.
That works. Okay. And then while I'm near this, let's see.
Scrag, smash!
I'm going to take. Let's see. Since I'm this distance away,
Mhm.
I guess I'll have to do my. Well, we'll see. It may not be the smashing of my axe, but we'll see if I can do something with the halberd just to poke it somewhere for a weak point. I'm gonna
pylon?
see. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I don't like that.
Yeah. Roll me an attack.
Lusha.
Yeah.
Lynn. Deep concern.
All right. So okay, now I have my pop up, and I'll just do normal roll. I think on this because I don't have pack tactics.
Correct. I also would not give you pack tactics to this thing. That hits. Roll damage.
Okay.
All right. I need to mark something down real quick.
Oh no.
No.
He's taking notes.
I'm taking notes because I don't
I'm
have something
scared.
else that I can mark on that.
I am scared.
As
I
well
have
should be.
damage to the left pylon. What will happen next? I have no idea, but this is the science I wanted to do.
Constructing
You
additional
fool! You
pylons?
have disrupted the natural order of things.
Okay, take 4 thunder damage.
Okay.
Oh god.
Okay.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I expected this. I expected this. I have 75.
What?
I'll.
Okay, never mind. Yeah. What type of damage
Now
does
71.
your halberd do?
I didn't give it any magic
It's
damage or whatever.
It's
It was
slashing,
the
right?
+1 slashing. Yeah.
Oh, it's automatically magic damage by being a +1 weapon, but yeah. Okay. Yep.
Oh, right.
How much range does my bow
Oh,
have
well-
again?
Well,
150 feet.
I can still shoot completely across this room.
Yep.
Mhm.
yeah, I just never gave it any elemental damage. That's what it was.
Like literally from any point.
To be fair, I don't think I've made a map that a longbow can't hit on, just because it gets really hard to see a map like that. All right, so you did 9 damage. Okay. All right.
Uh-huh.
Cool.
Sorry for
That's
moving
it.
my
Yeah.
thing all
No,
around.
sorry. I needed to find a notebook to write this down on because it's actually
Mhm.
important. So yeah, you hit it. It does damage. You have an extra swing if you want to do that too.
Take more
You
damage.
have you have extra attack, so you can swing again if you wish.
I will.
Okay.
I want to see how much it's gonna take to possibly break this thing.
Yep. That hits. Roll damage.
Excellent. 14.
Oh my god.
Poke.
All right. It breaks.
Hey, all right.
All right.
Yay.
Good job, Skrag.
It does 13 damage to you.
Okay,
Good
fair
lord.
enough.
It explodes in a violent like electric burst, but it does break and it's in pieces now.
Sweet.
That's good.
Is there any reaction from the amalgamation?
Give me an insight check.
Okay. Do we all do that?
Anybody
Yeah,
who
can I
wants
be
to.
anybody?
It has to be
Okay.
insight though.
Got it.
It can't be anything else.
Insight.
Oh,
No.
okay.
I'm gonna go jump off a bridge real quick.
Thrim is distracted.
My second nat 1 in a row.
Yeah. No, it's always someone.
I'm stealing all the good rolls. Fuck, this means that my loot rolls are gonna be shit.
I only rolled an 8. Sorry, I rolled a 7.
All right.
20.
Falry and Itra. Nobody else gets this. It was a really high check. It does not seem. It seems oddly happy about this turn of events. It's hard to describe because the face doesn't move, but it seems happy about what just happened.
Like in some less pain kind of way, or is it?
In a breath of fresh air, a sort of way, a calming sort of way.
Do they wish to share this information with the party?
Yes. I would
Smash the other
definitely
pylon.
I don't think we should.
I think we should.
You think so? Okay.
If it goes, what's possibly the worst thing that can go wrong? Don't answer that.
Oh, I'm ready to answer.
There's a lot of things that can go wrong.
Oh god.
Well, I moved, I attacked. That's all I can do.
Yep. All right. Itra.
Okay. Itra is going to move behind this barrel here, sort of taking cover. Pikachu, fire!
Miss.
Up again. Damn it! I did the advantage thing.
It still missed.
I'll change that to query. Anyway,
Is he attacking the boss or?
yes, attacking the boss. Damn it, Pikachu, you suck!
Oh no.
The Pixie Chew,
You will
you
remember
can't
this.
see, but you assume it's glaring at you.
I just pat the air.
Leave the pylons. It was happy about the pylons being destroyed. Leave the pylons. Is it in the cage?
Atop the cage.
Okay. Very important.
Yeah, because there's fucking abomination in there.
Yes. And it doesn't have eyes. So you wonder how it sees.
I have several ways I could probably see.
Pocket sand.
Pocket hand.
Man.
I have an idea for what it can do next turn.
You think it's getting to? You think you have to wait till next turn? Are you all right? So that's
Yep, that's my turn.
Chu's turn. Oh, you're not doing
'Cause
anything.
that's it. Having a familiar attack uses my attack action.
Okay. Thrim.
Okay. Thrim is angry.
Yeah.
This floor tastes like floor.
Thrim has a 4th level spell slot
Yep.
and casts Wall of Fire.
Ow. What did my what did this abomination do? Yeah, wildfire. Tell me what.
Let me draw.
Okay.
This is fire.
I am so bad with these drawing tools.
It's fine.
So it's 20-foot diameter circle around the amalgamation. Sorry, Farah, you're in there with it.
I
Oh,
would.
no.
Oh,
Oh.
so I'm getting hit
Valerie.
by the. So I'm
Yeah.
getting
Valerie.
hit.
Yeah.
So okay, so
Actually,
I-
let me see if I can draw this in a way that's not. I can do a line.
that's probably a way.
Yeah, you can do it with a pin. Here, let me clear it real quick.
Yeah.
Then you try again.
Okay. How can I get a measurement on this?
Can you see that?
So yeah, I can draw a 60-foot line if it's a line.
Yep.
So I could do it like that.
You got 10 more feet off the either end.
Doesn't really matter. Well, we could do 5 feet on each side.
Sounds good.
And so here, now we don't have to hit Falry because it only hits 10 feet from one side, so it will be the side with the amalgamation on it,
Okay.
the monster.
Yep.
So make a dex save against a DC 16.
I'm not expecting to pass this. I did not.
Nope.
All right, it takes 5d8 fire damage.
I'll take that. Give it to me. Ooh, that was
30.
actually really good.
Nice.
Takes 30.
Yep. So this will affect 10 feet on that side.
Okay, sounds good.
And I will end my turn.
All right. Before your as your turn ends, but before Falry's turn, the last pylon charges up and hits him with another bolt. This triggers his mythic action.
His what?
His mythic
Damn
action.
it.
Oh no.
He has one of those.
I don't actually know what that is though, so please tell
Legendary
me. His what?
action. It's a legendary action. Basically, he has the ability to spend lightning charges to do one of two things. He can charge his attacks damage, think like Paladin Smite, or he picks up a foot, stomps on the ground, and a huge wall of electricity flows out of him within a 60-foot radius of him.
And he could do this when it's not his turn.
It's a legendary action, and he can only do it when he has 3 charges.
So that hits everybody.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
hits everybody.
Alright, tell me what I'm rolling.
You need to give me... This is important for you, Link, because you have the evasion trait. So, roll me... I need to look up the Thunder Wave. This is basically
Should
just a super
be
Thunder Wave.
Constitution,
Oh
I think.
God.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have in another D&D campaign that I'm in. I have bad experience with Thunderwave because someone cast it while we were in the middle of a bunch of caves in a mountain,
Oh
and
no.
the sound goes up to 300 feet.
Oh, yeah, no, the
So
sound stuff goes...
we awokened everything in that mountain in a 300-foot radius.
All
I
right.
blew up a tower with that spell once.
It's a Constitution saving throw. You are looking at a DC... hold on, I need to open this character sheet again because I gotta look at the stat. It's 8 plus
And
that.
that's everybody, right?
This is everybody. This is also Chu as well. Plus that.
Hey,
DC
our
15.
fate is our fate.
No, DC
15.
13. DC 13. My bad. I did the math.
Ah!
wrong.
Okay.
No.
Well,
Constitution, don't fail me now. Ha! Yeah.
Okay, so the first roll is for me. This roll is for Pikachu.
Yeah.
Hey.
It takes half the damage, unless she has evasion, in which case she takes. Oh no,
No.
wait, evasion's dex based only. Never mind. It takes half the damage.
Well, Chu only has 2 health, so
Oh, so
well, that's
Although
unfortunate.
wait. You said if he shakes the ground, she's flying though.
Oh, trust me, it's large enough.
Okay.
He
Just wanted to make
stomps
sure.
the ground, and a wave of electricity basically slams into everywhere in this room.
Successes take half damage.
This counts as an attack,
Save
though, doesn't it?
takes half damage.
Gotcha.
Huh?
This is
Sure.
an attack, right?
Don't worry.
Oh,
Also, the faceless are all dead.
No, this is not an attack roll. This is a save.
This is a
so-
save.
Oh,
I
okay.
think I have. Wait, don't I have a trim?
14. So I
So
take
my
seven.
uncanny does not apply.
Pikachu, no!
Not
The Pixie Chew isn't sure if it's happy that it's gone or worried that
Wait.
Titania has to deal with it now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, for my
Sorry, Titania. Me take better care of Pikachu next time.
also I have resist. If I'm looking at reading this correct, from Oath of the Ancients, I have resistance to damage from spells. So
Yep. This would be considered a spell effect, so you would take half damage at 7.
yep. So okay. So
Bless you.
Sorry, I'm done.
yeah. Alright. So
What-
I only
what?
take 7 damage from this.
Yep.
Okay. So I also have to make a con check.
Yep.
Because
you're concentrating on a spell.
and that's a natural 1. So so my moon.
You're radiant.
So do I.
Yep. You just looking DC 10 Constitution.
Yeah, it's just DC 10.
I
Uh,
see.
it
Roll
is
is D20 plus con.
Yep.
You're fine.
Oh, you're fine.
It's
You're fine.
10 or half damage.
Yes,
Yeah.
10 or half
Right.
damage, whichever is higher.
Yeah, whichever's higher. So
Which
in that case, it
Yep,
is.
Thrim is
10,
fine.
so-
the firewall stays.
Yep.
Excellent.
All right.
okay.
Now Falry can go. Oh, yes. Bongos.
I have no idea what I'm supposed to do here.
You see the little green circle? Click on it,
Click on your token.
and then type minus 15.
15.
Yep.
14. 14, sorry.
14.
I
Good
rolled
at
a
math.
13. I rolled a 13.
Oh, no,
You
you pass. So you take half damage, so it's minus 7.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna just attack them.
I didn't know
Okay.
you could update from the little bubbles
Yep.
there.
Don't forget your first attack has disadvantage, but you are a paladin, so you have an extra attack after that.
Okay, got it. So
And also, after this turn, we're done.
yeah.
Yep.
Why it's not updating the bars.
So first attack. This is with disadvantage. So that is
Miss.
a
Well,
14.
you hit. It does not do any damage.
Oh, it doesn't do any damage.
Yeah, no. Basically, this guy is so big, it's impossible to miss with your guys' skill level. So you're hitting him, but it definitely felt like you feel a shiver go through your arm as you hit him, and you're like, this thing's skin is as tough as iron.
Oh, okay. So I hit. It just doesn't do anything.
Yep. And now you can roll the swing again, this time with normal.
Okay. Normal. And that is
21?
a 21.
Yep, this time you actually cut through the skin.
And then, so that is
7.
7.
Yep.
And yeah, I'm going to use my bonus action. I'm going to misstep out of range.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll look right here. Yep.
roll me a perception check.
Perception?
Yep.
Perception, that's not good, but we're going to try anyways.
Nope.
Yeah.
Well,
It's okay. Yeah, so in the rush, you didn't see too much, but you felt a tugging on your sword as you slashed it. Like, it wasn't a big tug, but it was enough that you that was noticeable. No, that does not provoke an AOO because it was a Misty Step, not a run.
That's the entire reason I did Misty Step.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All the faceless dead. So, just trash that. Well, there's more little things over here than there are over here. So we're gonna run over here.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
How are you doing?
I'm like, hey, what's up?
my-
Hello.
Itra,
My other. Oh, sorry.
Itra, can you give me an athletics and/or acrobatics check, please?
Yikes.
No, I don't want to.
Okay,
Do
let me
it.
rephrase. Give me an acrobatics or athletics check. Okay, cool. He reaches down and he grabs you. And he picks you up and he throws you at Skrag.
Why do these enemies keep throwing people?
Because I thought it was a cool feature, so I made it a feature.
He used to yeet.
Alright,
Oh my god!
26 to hit Skrag.
Get out of the way!
Jesus.
To be fair, I rolled a 19, so...
That's so he has a 7 to hit.
I
Definitely hit.
could have thrown him at Orom, but I figured throwing him at the firewall, which I believe I take firewall damage as well.
Yeah.
Would have been kind of cruel, so I didn't do that. Alright, so both of you will take this damage. 9 bludgeoning damage. I rolled low. And make a Sherm, you just fail it. You are now over here, by the way. You need to make an athletics check of DC 16, Skrag, or be knocked prone.
Wait, what was the save on that? It was
16.
No, is it? Oh wait, it was for athletics.
Yeah, I know
Yes,
that one's the
I want
hierarchy.
athletics, so that's the one I am proficient in.
Yeah.
16.
Holy
Oh.
Fred!
Ooh.
You're knocked prone, sadly.
Holy Fred! Holy Fred! I could use
Luckily,
some
the
healing
actual
magic.
to keep him balanced, the legendary action I do count as one of his 2 multi-attack actions. So, yeah, that's his turn for right now.
I don't know if Octave can
fireball
reach you
damage?
guys from over there.
I mean, I also have lay on hands.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let me check some wordings of things and
Here comes the giant fist. Yeah, here comes the giant fist. Picks up one of these little dragon lizard things and chucks it at the other one.
oh,
Contagion, what you want about?
He's so big when he picks me up and squeezes me, it's like a freaking chew toy.
Yeah.
I will regret to inform you all. I prepared Cure Wounds, which is the touch range spell, not
Oh.
healing word.
Crap.
Crap baskets.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right. So that's where we're gonna leave off tonight. I think I'll skip the long rest thing tomorrow because I really want to do the extra fight over the long rest one. So, we'll pick this up tomorrow at the same time, 8 p.m.
18 to
Eastern and match for
5
everyone else.
p.m.
Pacific.
Pacific.
Yep. For those who are watching the stream, thank you for coming. I hope you enjoyed the fight so far and enjoyed my crazy, wacky hijinks and horrifying monsters.
Some wacky hijinks. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
that would be
wacky.
fun.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I hope you guys who are playing are having a good time.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yes.
Fucking clueless, but we're doing our best.
Yeah, you're doing a pretty good job, actually. For reference, even at the highest tier that Sherm is pushing for, which I might renege on, you've already done about a third of his health and damage. Which, considering he actually has a regeneration ability, it's pretty damn good.
Nice.
I will give a little hint just to make it a bit easier tomorrow that Kojin is on the right track.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kojin is on the right track. For at least making this fight easier.
Yes.
I mean, I
yes,
was planning
yes,
to use my turn to shoot the other pylon anyways, so.
Yeah. So, yep, we'll pick up tomorrow with this. So, yep,
Okay.
I'm going to go do the outro for the stream, but thank you guys for coming. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm crashing from the coffee, so I am going to head to bed.
I'm
Okay.
gonna walk dogs and we're gonna go to bed too, because 5:30 in the morning waits for no one.
Nope. Have a good night,
I
and
got
I'm
the day
glad you
off,
guys
though.
enjoyed. Awesome.
Stay awesome, y'all.
Hey, awesome.
Night,
Good
everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
And to you guys, I hope you enjoyed. I have been having a good time. Next time, we find out what's going on with the lovely little old lady Cassidy, and possibly falling back on things that happened with Skrag and Itra's past. That was not a casual throw of the dice there. That was important. So I want to thank you all for coming. I want to say special thanks to Ravenstalker and Riker Turos. Both of you guys were super supportive in helping with the design with this. Contagion also gave a little bit of editing conversations with the initial creation of the creatures, and special thanks to the Keaton Kit and her Discord for some of the ideas that I pitched and talked about. They did change up some of the initial reactions, which caused the despair to be the reason, and not a it could have been a negative gameplay experience if I had done it the other way around that I initially planned to do. The initial plan was going to be those who passed the check were actually going to end up with despair because they realized what was going to going on, and those who failed it didn't. But it was very much remarked that passing a check and getting a debuff is a negative play experience, so that was changed. So I want to give special thanks out to them for helping with the Synchrony fight. So thanks to all of them and all of you guys for all your time. If you liked what you saw and you want to see more of me being silly on stream, here's my Discord. You can join that way. And for those in the YouTube, I believe the Discord is in the description. If not, I will update it accordingly later from the comments. So, yeah. So, have a wonderful night, YouTube. Do the subscribe and like thing if you enjoyed this little thing. Maybe if I get enough retention, we'll do more of these little one-shots.